Let's get that. Oh, can't forget the YouTube Donnies. The YouTube Donnies are the best. We love the Twitch Donnies, but the YouTube Donnies, yeah, the YouTube Donnies are my favorites. No offense to you Twitch Donnies, but the YouTube Donnies, they're my faves. No one, the YouTube Donnies are just unparalleled. They are so fucking hilarious. Like, you dare even to have something on the screen. They're like, no, I don't want to see that. I want you to change your whole stream because I don't want to see text on my stream. I want you to change it so I don't see it. And if I see it, I'm going to complain and make you change it. So I can put the YouTube chat up under the oh shit, I didn't think about that. I'll put the YouTube chat there underneath the other one. I think it'll be fine. All right, so YouTube chat's up. Twitch chat is up. I think we're golden. To be fair. I think we're good to go. Actually, one sec. I'm just curious about something. Interesting. All right, whatever. Graham was done by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, who also did Captain Marvel, so him and them have a bit of a duo. Captain Marvel, huh? Captain Marvel. That was certainly a film. Certainly a film. Okay, I think we're good. Stream Elements, what are you doing? I might as well just get rid of that now. Stream Elements, there's no point having on Stream Elements anymore. Especially with Stream Elements maybe going under or being bought out by someone I may not want to associate with. Might just have to... God, it's hot in here. Jesus Christ, I'm sweating like a damn pig. Wouldn't judge indie directors on the blockbuster. I mean, don't get me wrong, like... Captain Marvel certainly was more than one person's fault. That was a film that had a lot of issues because of Marvel as well. So, of course, like, I'm not gonna judge them entirely based upon the director, but... It was certainly a film. I'm just gonna say that. It was certainly a film. At least it wasn't Secret Invasion though. That was something even more special. Top 5 MCU. That's a brave statement. That's a very brave statement. All right. So I can make 300 something thousand from this. So let's get this out of the way. Whew, I am sweating right now. Jesus Christ, it is hot. Well, hot by British standards anyway. No air conditioning after all. Secret Invasion was shite. I love that like no one likes Secret Invasion. I don't think I've ever heard one person say they like it. They should just say it's in a different timeline. It's in a different multiverse, and they should just like erase it from the mainline MCU. Just say it's a multiverse series and be done with it. They could do that easy peasy and no one would be upset. That would probably be the best thing they could do. Just say, ah, yeah, it's an alternate reality. It's fine. I'm not scared. Buddy, I don't know how to break this to you, but you're not the one going there. I'm the one going there. You're just sitting on your phone. You're like Gen Alpha, bro. You just sit on your phone yapping. You're probably on, he's probably got the phone on, what's it called? Speaker and all that, and he's probably speaking into the speaker instead into the actual mic, as a lot of people seem to do with speakerphone. They speak into the speaker, not into the mic. Wait, did he say his codename is Drip King? I hate this guy more and more every time. Why would you call yourself Drip King? That's so stupid. Like, that's angered me. I don't know why, but that's really angered me that someone would call himself that. Of all the names in the world you could call yourself, you went with Drip King. Especially considering this Don has no drip. This Don... Nah, he has nothing.
Once he's down, he'll be able to use his codes to access the terminal.
Alright. Fair enough. The Donnie got shot in the head and then just was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone that I got shot. Fair enough. We'll go with that. Oh no, it's not stealth anymore. What am I going to do? Oh, missed that. Oh no! What a shame. They've made it loud. What am I going to possibly do? I like how Rockstar treats loud as if it's like a thing you didn't want, whereas no, I want it to be loud. I love when the heist or the mission goes loud. That's my favorite part. Rockstar's like, no one want it to go loud, surely. Yeah, the game is stupid at times, but it's what makes it fun. Oh that's a bit rude, you know. You go in through the door and you just instantly get shot by a Donnie with a shotgun. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, no. Ready? Oh, I forgot. That guy has a knife. It's fine. He can't do anything. I forgot. I thought he had a gun, but, you know, he's just a knife. I mean, it's a big knife. Don't get me wrong. It's certainly not a knife I'd want to get on the wrong end of, but... It's not that bad.
Once you got the codes, use the terminal to figure out which containers might have the car.
Cocksucker.
Damn, that's some good glass right there. They need to sell that. That's amazing glass. Jesus.
Break out the bolt cutters, baby. It's time to pop open these containers and see if there's a prize inside for us.
Alright. It's going pretty well, I think. All things considered, it's going pretty well. Once again, no Twitch notification. Try subscribing from the Twitch notifications and then turn it back on. Maybe that will solve it, because it just seemed to be a bit glitched. You bought a PS5 controller? What made you want to buy a PS5 controller, Caitlin? Open the containers, yeah? We should be low enough now. Yeah, we should be low enough now that I can just jump there.
I'm a fucking Marine! Take cover! Dick!
Come on, get up. Get your ass up.
Take cover!
Get your ass up, mate.
Cocksucker!
Yeah, shoot him in the knee, that'll work. Oh, jeez! Didn't realize that Dom was gonna lock on so quick. Most games support PlayStation input these days. That is true. The only sad thing is it doesn't get the full use on PC because you don't get to use all the haptics and the HD rumble as much on PC as you do on console. Which is part of the fun of the PS. Oh my god! Part of the fun of the PS5 is the haptic feedback and the triggers. I think it depends on the game, and some games don't have it, but I think you can sometimes enable it with mods. But yeah, I don't think they have them as like standard like you do on PlayStation, where every game pretty much has adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. But you can probably enable it with mods, if not. But will it work as well? I don't know.
Fall back, yo!
I love this assault rifle. I don't know, I really like this assault rifle. GTA 5 enhanced. It might do, to be fair. I mean, it has it on PlayStation 5, so I mean, Rockstar could have included it on the PC version, yeah.
My uncle has some pretty weird...
You scumbag! You have to charge it, but at the same time you can just wire it to the PC permanently and have to replace the batteries. Like the Xbox One controller. Oh, what you like about it? Yeah, I mean, you could run it wired.
That's fire, bro, like lit.
Like lit. Buddy said that's fire like lit.
This is Golden Bird to team leader. Golden Bird to team leader.
I don't like this guy.
Coming in for the pickup.
He annoys me.
While I get this thing ready.
What annoying Don. You know what? That guy shooting me? No, he can't. We can't let that stand. There we go. We can't let that stand. We can't have people shooting us, you know?
These bogeys before this thing ends up at the bottom of the ocean.
It's pretty cool that they're using Mavericks for this rather than the usual buzzard. Like, almost every mission in this game has people in buzzards. So it's really cool that they're using Mavericks for this. I've never liked the buzzard, like, being the vehicle that most people use, like enemies. I've always preferred it being the Maverick, because you'd think most of these gangs, they wouldn't be able to get Black Hawks, Little Birds, they wouldn't be able to get those. Like a normal Eurocopter, yeah, you know, that's much more accessible. So I've always thought it makes no sense at all for enemies to have Little Birds. It would make way more sense for them to have Eurocopters. So I definitely think that the choice of using Mavericks in this is way better. You like about it because you can just keep replacing them, but what you like about the PlayStation controllers, you never have to take out the battery. The PlayStation battery is great until it starts to die, then it sucks. I hope with the PS6 controller there'll be an easy to open back panel where you can replace the battery. Even if it is a fully, like a proper rechargeable battery, it'd be nice if they designed it in a way that it could be easily replaced. Like old phones where you could take the battery out and put it back in. It was way better that way. You could take the panel off. I love that. It was one of my favorite things about old phones. Like the Galaxy S2. I love the Galaxy S2 because I replaced the battery in it easy peasy whenever it got really bad. Whereas now, if you want to replace the battery, you've got to crack it open. And I hate cracking open my phone because, sure, 9 times out of 10, I'll do it just fine. But there's always that 1 out of 10 chance that I'm gonna mess it up. I crack the glass, or you know, I break one of the ribbon cables, and then that's basically me having to pay out even more money to fix it. So I would love it if more things had panels where you could open them up. And there's no good reason at all why they couldn't include a panel on the back with a battery that just slides in. It'd be very easy to do. So hopefully the PS6 controller has that, along with TMR sticks, so the joysticks don't get stick drift. I hate stick drift. Drives me mad.
Right, baby. Enjoy your new car. And hey,
My new car.
sell you some
I can't wait to sell this.
That dude tips like a motherfucker.
The Omaggio. I don't know why, but I can't lie. When I first read it, I said Omaggio. And I kind of like prefer saying Omaggio than Omaggio. I'm pretty sure it's Omaggio, but I kind of like the idea of calling it Omaggio. Let me get the Omaggio, yeah? It's nice. I do like it. It's actually kind of a design I like. And it is a Turismo, and I love Turismos, so... Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. But would I buy it? No. You know why? Because I'm cheap. But I'm hitting 1.5 billion tonight. That's it. I'm hitting it tonight. 1.5 billion in the bank. So this is just a step. This is step 1. Get this out of the way. That's 300 grand. Then we're going to sell a full warehouse. 2.2 million. Boom. Then we just need to do a few more things and we're good. I can sell another load of acid. I've got my nightclub to sell. My bunker's almost ready. I mean, that's 400 grand actually. Let's sell that right now. You need Lewis to knock that cut off the board. Yeah, message Lewis on Discord. Like, yo, Lewis, yeah, come watch the stream for what, like 6 minutes? Not 6 minutes, 6 hours or something? That's all you need. Yo, Lewis, come watch the stream for 6 hours. Please. He probably will. He'll have another day where his missus goes off to her mum's or something. And, no. Why? You sped up. You had a red light too. You had a red light and you sped up. You scum. Alright then. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's already damaged. Get it. Oh my minivan. You fucking. Yep, you're out of the way. You know what? You're gonna be dead too. Thank you. No, 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 no. Don't you get out of the car. No, 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 no. Ah. What the? Oh, I'm so annoyed. It doesn't matter anyway. I mean, I don't need to get a perfect sale anyway, because I just need to get money. But that does annoy me, because you scum. You saw me go in that lane and you decided to hit me, didn't you? You fucker. You're so lucky there's a hill there. You're so lucky. You scum. Axe Gamer Go. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Well, you know what? I only lost like $1 grand, so it's fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna really... Oh, no, imagine if I sell... No, imagine if I sell all my vehicles and on the last week, I've got $1 grand that I'm missing and I've got to wait a whole nother week to get it done. I already know that's gonna happen, isn't it? I'll be literally $1 grand away from finishing that challenge. All because of this one donkey in the Sultan that decided to go through a red light. He sped up on me too. Like, I saw that. He was going at a normal pace and then he speeds up. NPCs in this game, man. Out to get you. It's not even that much damage. It's not really... Yeah, there's no damage on this. We could just lie and say it's 408. It's fine. The buyer won't know. Oh, there's a bit of a scrape at the back, but we'll just say it's mud. You're tempted to say it to Lewis, but you don't want to be annoying. Nah, yeah, he'll come by. He'll come by at some point. Like as I said, his missus will be away for like a weekend or something, and he'll come by. And knowing Lewis, he'll get it in like one stream. Knowing Lewis, he'll come by on one night when I'm streaming for like 6 hours, and he'll get it, and it'll be done. Oh, my nightclub is ready. All right, let's get my nightclub done. Let's get my nightclub done. And then we'll see where we're at, and then we'll maybe buy the warehouse. We'll sell the warehouse, and we might hit 1.5 bill. I think we're hitting it literally in the next 20 minutes.
I was starting to.
I love when the capture card decides to start dropping frames for no reason at all, and then it goes back to normal. Very weird. I do prefer this capture card to the old one though. At least with this one I can control audio a lot better. So I can have a really cool setup so we can actually have sound bites that don't affect the stream recordings. Because I didn't, one of the reasons I disabled sound bites is because all my stream recordings have sound bites in them now. But now with this new setup I can actually remove those sound bites if I want. I can keep them in if I want, but I can also remove them if I want. So depending on the moment, if I'm doing something like a heist, I can remove the soundbite, whereas if I'm doing something where like we're just partying a little bit, having a bit of fun, yeah, I can keep the soundbite in. Okay, sell this. Ooh, just under a mil. Ooh boy, just under a mil. It's all coming together now.
Well.
You showed your mum the PS5 controller on Amazon and she said you bought another one. She doesn't know the difference between... Huh! Your mum doesn't know the difference between a PlayStation 5 and Xbox controller? Huh! Huh! Imagine. She's a casual, Kaylin. Your mum's a casual. She's not a hardcore gamer like ourselves. The boys Andy is still in episode 5 because Japarense what you heard. I have already spoiled it for myself because I've already read and watched a lot of like clips of it, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it looks shit. I'm not gonna lie. It makes Stranger Things look like a perfect ending. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's a letdown because the first season was great. And then season 2 and then season 3 had some great moments. Season 4 had some good moments too. And then season 5 just seems to be like a complete letdown, and I don't get why. I don't know what happened to the budget. Like, what happened to the budget of it? Let's not go that far. Nah, like Stranger Things actually ended up quite alright. All things considered. I mean, it could be way worse. It could be Game of Thrones tier, but I'd say it's above that. Although, to be fair, all I cared about was Steve, so as long as Steve lived, I was happy with it, so... If Steve had died, I would have hated it. I would have stopped it. You swear some Dons 50 plus don't get tech? No, a lot of them don't. Honestly, I kind of wish I didn't either. I'm at that point now where I just don't really care about tech. It's really expensive now, and it's been shoved full of AI. I just can't find myself giving a shit. Like, when I think about new phones and stuff, I just don't care anymore. So... Season 2's your favorite, to be honest. What happened? Which season was it that the peak got on a whale's back, and like chased after the bunch of them in a boat. They were in a boat, and then he chased after them with the whale, and then Butcher just drove right through the whale with the boat. What season was that again? Season 2. Yeah, that was a great season. I can't lie. That was a great season. I love that moment. That was one of my favorite moments. That was so funny. Like, just seeing the Pete get in the water and him doing that, like, getting on the whale's back, and the whale suddenly became, I don't know how, but it started speeding. Never seen anything speed like that before. And, yeah, that was brilliant. That was a brilliant moment. Yeah, Stormfront was really good. Stormfront was absolutely brilliant, and then the way that Ryan interacted with her, and that ending with Ryan, and then, yeah, that was crazy, man. Like, yeah, season 2 was pretty good, I can't lie. I like all the first three seasons, to be honest with you. I think they're all pretty good, but again, writing endings seems to be the hard part. The fact that your mum thought PS controllers and other Xbox controllers crazy. I know, right? Imagine that. Imagine being a filthy casual, Kayla. I can't believe this. You need to teach your mum. She needs to know the important stuff. I like that little bit there where there's like a little bit of a stopping area. I kind of want to make a mission there. I want to incorporate that somehow in a mission. Maybe that would be where Mr. Dino travels to hide out or something in the middle of a storyline. We'll see. Once I'm done with roulette and the statistics on the bot, I'm going to take a nice big break from the bot, work on a few things with videos, and then get onto the GTA mission creator. Oh, is this the one where you go into the ocean?
Hey.
No, is it? No, yes, it is. It's the one where you go into the ocean with the... Yeah, yeah. You think with the dress imprint of Ryan, yeah, I agree. The interaction between all them lot was really top notch. That was back when it seemed like they actually had the characters individually and they were like actually knew what to do with them. Whereas now a lot of the characters just became like a meme of themselves. Even by season 4, a lot of the characters became like memes in a sense of themselves. Like, you know, it just seems stupid. Yeah, it's crazy how good the Ryan was back then. Like when you go back to those old seasons, you really realize just how good the Ryan was. Oh my god, motherfucker! All right, that's not gone well. That's not gone well. Okay, try again. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Come on, you. You like Gen V Season 1, but you're cringing concerts. Yeah, Gen V had a lot of cringe, but it was also really fun. But then, yeah, it seems like... that's what I liked about Gen V. Like, yeah, it was cringe as anything, but it just felt like very much like a... Like, it was taking the piss out of college, which, yeah, fair play. Like, college is cringe, you know, university and college is cringe, so to fair play to them on that. Bro, what is in this truck? Why is this thing so heavy? Why have I not got an iron mule? That would be way better than this thing. Right, dump that. Yeah, good enough. Oh, I think it ran over someone. Oh well. Nice. All right, that's another million out of the way. Nice. Or thereabout. Not quite a million, but... Let's just round it up. Alright, so we're currently at... Crazy number, this. Woo! We're at $1.497 billion. We are $3 million away from hitting 1.5 billion. $3 million. That's all it is. We are only $3 million.
Great. Okay.
You know what? I should start a poll on I don't know what to do, but I don't know what poll I should do, but ask a question. You don't even need to ask a question, it's optional. You can just have a poll. I'm actually really cute. I'm going to put a poll up. Are you a billionaire on GTA Online? That's the most cheeky... That's literally the most cheeky poll I could put up. Because the 99% of people will not be. Are you a billionaire on GTA Online? Yes or no? Are you a... Yes. I'm gonna vote yes on my own poll. Oh, I can't even vote yes. I can't vote on my own poll. I wish I could vote, man. I wish I could vote because I'm a billionaire, of course. I'll vote. You know what? I'll vote on another account. I'll use my other account that I use to check my stream sometimes, but to see if it's like working properly. I'll use that one because I can't do on my one. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Are you a billionaire on GTA Online? Yes or no? I just want to see if anyone will put yes. Imagine like every vote is yes. People just lie and be like, yeah, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, let me know when you finished it. I definitely am curious. I'll get around to watching it in a few months. Maybe. We'll see. Imagine not being a billionaire, though. Imagine not being a billionaire in GTA Online in 2026. Come on, lads. Step it up, lads. Step it up. Yeah, it's 6 inches of online gaming. Now, could you imagine, yeah? Imagine not being a billionaire. Imagine not having 3 mansions. Imagine, you know, imagine that. Imagine not having 3 mansions. If AF comes back, I'm gonna start saying that to him again. I'm like, I'm a 3-mansion man here, AF. See what he says. He might see if he remembers that. All right, let's sell some more stuff. I think we're gonna hit another milestone in a second. I'm gonna hit a milestone here. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit a milestone. So we're gonna hit, I think, 500 million in the bunker. I think. Maybe not actually. Maybe we won't. I actually don't know. I think we might be one off. I might have just spoken too soon, actually. I don't know. I should have probably done the maths. Before I said that, before I made that claim, I should have done the maths, shouldn't I? Fuck. Now I'm going to be a liar if I don't achieve it. I mean, I will achieve it tonight. I'll just sell later. Because I'll stream for like 2 hours and sell then. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not going to make it. 737. So I'll literally be at 499, like 50 or something. Fuck's sake. Okay, we'll make it tonight, though. We'll make it tonight. We'll sell again later and make it tonight. It's fine. I take it all back. I lied. I got ahead of myself. I'll take it back. We'll do it later, though. 100% we'll do it later. Oh, is it Doom Buggy? Not great, but whatever. Work with that. Yeah, I lied really bad on that one. Yeah. Unknowingly. I genuinely thought I was gonna do it. Like, I thought that I was gonna achieve it tonight. Well, I will in this sale, but yeah, whatever. Next sale, it's fine. You know, it's fine. Even if I don't have enough to sell a full amount, I'll just sell whatever I have. As long as I have like 90 grand, I'll be fine, right? Something like that. I think it's like 60 grand. I'll definitely have that by the end of the night. Suppliers will get there. Oh shit! Supplies will get there by... probably in the next 15 minutes, I think? That's how long it takes me to sell this. Oh, look at the wildlife, lovely. Oh yeah, like if I don't achieve it, I'm not gonna bullshit. Like, I know some people bullshit, but I'm not. I don't know. I won't bullshit. If I haven't achieved it, I haven't achieved it. It's as simple as that, you know. No point bullshitting it. I did miscalculate it. But we will achieve it. We'll make up for that. That's how I see it. Like, if you don't achieve it, that's cool. We'll make up for it. So we're gonna run it again. Tonight we will hit the big 500 on the bunker, and we're gonna hit the big 1.5 billion in the total money. We're gonna get 2 tonight. 2 achievements. 2 massive achievements and accomplishments out of the way. Actually, I should probably go into the one on the left first. And then, yeah, I'll go that way. I don't know why I decided to cut across. I was like, yeah, I'll go to this one. No, not that one first. Not that one first, my bad. I don't know why, I'm so used to checking the map to make sure that no one else is in the game. I think years of trauma from having people in the presses and jets flying over when you're selling. I did actually sell in a public session a couple nights ago with my hangar, because I needed to make like 30 something million from the hangar, and I calculated it that if I was gonna sell it in normal sessions, it would take me like 15 more sales, right, which would take a long time if I sold it in private sessions. But if I sell it in a session with at least 20 people, it goes from 1.6 million to 2.4 million. So I was like, you know what, normally I don't bother with that, because yes, you make more money, but the stress and the risk makes it not very worthwhile doing it. I was like, you know what, I'll just do it and hope, and with no backup or anything, and thankfully I did it. But yeah, that was a scary moment, because people in this game are devious. These dons will all over the place, going off radar and stuff, trying to figure out where you are. You used any chance of the stream tonight to decide whether or not to start a movie around this time. That's big brain. That's big brain. I was going to stream last night as well, but I ran into some issues, so I never got around to it. But I didn't waste the moment though. Like I definitely utilized the moment. But I was like, tonight, you know what? It's a Friday night. I gotta do a stream, even if it's gonna be a late one. I was out with Rebecca. We were enjoying the sun. It was 27 today, 27 degrees Celsius, which is, it was like nice sunny weather, nice light breeze as well. It was lovely, perfect day. So we sat in the park, we had ice cream. It was a perfect day. Perfect afternoon, perfect evening. That's the kind of weather I love. Even though it's hell in the UK, it's a lovely weather. Absolutely delightful. Hey, Lewis, how you doing, bro? Yeah, honestly, brilliant weather. Gorgeous. And you have to remember, in the UK, the weather is more often than not rainy or wet. So having rainy or wet weather just sucks when it's like that every day. Like wintertime. Like around Christmas, it was like 2 months straight of just rain. So it was really nice to have like a nice sunny day where we could just sit outside and chill, so. You're drunk, are you, Lewis? What, you had a night out or something? Or you just been drinking at home? I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just doing some GTA, you know me. You haven't had a perfect day since 2022? Ah, that sucks. Hopefully you get a perfect day, you know, in the near future. That's what I think life is all about, is kind of looking forward to the next perfect day. That's what I do. That's what keeps me going, is looking forward to something like the next perfect day. I love those kind of days. It's something to really Usually it's the first nice day of the year that it just feels great, especially if we can go have an ice cream, chill, it's great. Just a few beers at home with your sister and your mate. That sounds nice. Is your missus away or something? Die, die, die! Oh, missed you, sorry. There you go. You were in a relationship back then, it was your happiest your entire life. Ah, that sucks. Losing a relationship like that is dreadful because it means that, yeah, it can be years before you find something like that again, if ever. It does suck. You gotta keep up hope. She's drinking with her brother and then seeing her mum and dad. Oh, nice. So I guess, is it bank holiday up there, Lewis, this weekend? I can't remember if it's a thing in Scotland as well. I was gonna say, like, that's a nice way to spend your bank holiday, both of you. If it is indeed a bank holiday up there. You couldn't tell me. Fair enough. It's always a struggle for me to remember if it's a bank holiday in Scotland as well, because sometimes there's bank holidays in Scotland that we don't get in England, which it always pisses me off. Because I'm like, you know, it'd be nice to have a couple bank holidays. One more. Just showing your day off work this week. Oh, you gotta make the most of it. It was just the fact that both of you are like having, you know, drinks and all that. I was like, yeah, maybe it's a week, maybe it's a bank holiday thing. Because a lot of people here are doing that. A lot of people are enjoying, you know, because like when it's bank holiday down here, it happens every time. Friday, everyone has Friday off, or like if they're at work, it's for a very little amount of it.
Busy.
No one's actually grinding on the Friday. Although to be fair, it's like that most times now. Most people down here seem to work from home these days, so I don't think that many people. It seems everywhere's a lot quieter on Fridays these days than back in the day. You just have drinks when you can. You just like having drinks. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
You'll need to pay, but I'll see where you can get.
Yeah, get that out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my mansion to get my bunker done up quicker. That way I can sell and get the 500, right?
Hello, sir.
Bank holiday. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You work. Yeah. That's true. Actually, I didn't think about that. You typically work in you know in restaurants and like service places. So of course, yeah, bank holidays. Yeah, if anything, you're going to be working probably more on a bank holiday. Of course. Completely forgot that. SCO. Yeah, that's fair. You feel apprehensive in a relationship in general since the last one fizzled out. Yeah, it does suck when things go down like that, but you gotta get back, as they say, you gotta get back in the saddle, right? You gotta get back in the saddle one day in the future. Gotta get back on. I sell this, 2.2 mil.
Okay.
Enter a plane. Oh, 3 planes, yeah. Actually, this one's not so bad because if it's 3 planes, it's just 1 single delivery each time, so you just land 3 planes, so that's not too bad, actually. Yeah, you were considering, but yeah, hey, it is true though, as they say, you snooze, you lose. I used to be, I'm really bad with that, not necessarily with relationships, but just in life. I like to plan ahead and I like to take my time and think on something, and sometimes I end up waiting too long and then I miss out on the thing. I've done that so many times with great deals in sales and, you know, different opportunities. I've just kind of taken so long to kind of make a decision on it that I've missed out on it. It's difficult. It does suck when that happens, you know, then you're kind of like, ah shit, I should have just done something quicker, but yeah. Whew. God, I'm hot, man. I'm sweating so mad. This weather is not gonna do me well. I think it's getting up to 33 degrees. in the next few days. 33 fucking degrees Celsius with no air conditioning. Americans in some states will be like, 33 degrees, that's nothing. Tell you what, it is when you live in a place where there's no air conditioning. And the heat just sticks to you. I know Dean's probably sweating too. Like, I remember Dean during COVID was just having the worst time because how hot it was. It was a hot time. Yeah, it's crazy hot. Like, I think that they're saying in some places it could go up to 36. Which, if that's the case, I'm terrified. I think I've had like 34 before and it's been fine, but yeah, 36 is nuts. Been mid 20s there, which is yeah, it's hot for you. 20s is definitely hot for you. Like that's something I've always noticed about like Scotland is that it is hot like up there as 20. Like Rebecca always says to me, like in Scotland, people have their shorts on at like 15 degrees. People like 10 degrees, people got their shorts on. Like to me, 10 to 15 is cold. Whereas like Scottish people have their shorts on, they'll have like t-shirts on, you know, it's like, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. 10 to 15 is not hot. You've been wearing a jacket because it's cold in the morning, but leaving. That's the curse. That's the curse of this time of year, is jacket wearing. Although I wear my jacket all the time anyway, to keep my skin covered. I'm very careful with sun exposure. That's very mean. Ow. That car, is that a destroyed car? I can't tell. I think it's a destroyed car. Or just went through. Or, yeah, you know what? Actually, the bullet just went through the windshield. Ow. Ow. That's very mean. Shooting me is very mean. Oh, you're running away, are you? Third person swiping to snipe is really weird. I hate doing it in third person. Yeah, I'm rusty, man. Look, I'm so rusty now. Man. I'm old. I'm washed. I'm washed up. I'm washed up, man. I'm old, man. I mean, I do feel it. You know, I know I'm only 30, but come on, man. When I started streaming, I was only 24. I was old then, to be fair. Like, to a lot of young people, I probably was old then as well, but fuck me, I'm in my 30s now. Oof. Flying solo has its perks. Yeah, bro, I do sometimes miss that, but I'm glad that I have Rebecca. But sometimes I do think to myself, man, like, one of the perks of flying solo is I never had to do anything if I didn't want to. Like, if I just wanted to chill, I could just chill that day. I could just be like, whatever. I'm just gonna hang out and just chill. I do miss that. Like, if I just wanted to get on the game and just grind out like a 12-hour sesh, it was a different. Like, Rebecca typically will be fine with me doing stuff like that, but on the days that she's like, the days that we're like both lined up, where we both have time, I'm pretty much always with her now, which is fine because I really enjoy it. But sometimes I'm like, man, I do miss the 12-hour sesh. You said it to her once and hell broke loose. It's just a thought. Yeah. Thankfully, Rebecca knows that. Like, Rebecca's always like, yeah, she understands that. But Rebecca definitely prefers to hang out. She doesn't like she'd prefer to hang out, whereas I'm like more. I'd be fine just chilling and having a sesh, but yeah, it is what it is. It's life, I guess. It's gonna be weird when you're the same age as when I started, if you're still doing this by then. That'd be what, like another 6 years? Do I think I'll be streaming this 6 years? I mean, to be fair, I didn't think I'd be streaming 6 years after when I started. I didn't think I'd be streaming in 6 years, to be honest with you. But with the way the AI is going, I mean, who knows? Like, there might not be a streaming scene in the future anyway. In the future, everything might just be AI. You know, Twitch might just be full of, like, AI bots just, you know, making slop, and no one would know. No one would know better. Yeah, GTA 5... I honestly thought GTA 6 was going to come out, like, years ago. And I mean, the fact I'm still playing 5... I've streamed... You know what's funny? I've streamed... Huh. Oh, that's actually kind of crazy. I have streamed more than half of GTA 5's lifespan now. Like, think about, like, when I started streaming 2018, right? So that would have been 5 years after GTA 5 came out. I've streamed for over half the lifespan. I've streamed more now. I've streamed more GTA 5 than longer than GTA 5 existed before I started streaming. That's so weird. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you found me in 2018, Lush. Yeah. You found me in 2018. You were one of the earliest viewers, actually. If I remember correctly, I think you were like top one. Yeah, you were top 100. I'm pretty sure, like very close to, if not. I think it was like September time. And what was I doing on GTA back then? I think I was just doing LTSs, right? You were OG 100. Yeah, if you were OG 100, then that means it was probably August. Actually, it was probably August because Yassine was one of the last OG 100s, and he was end of August, like August 29th or something. So, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Lewis is like proper OG there. Yeah, I don't know where it'll be. I mean, it might be more consistent, to be honest with you. The main thing about the streams being inconsistent is Rebecca, because her work schedule, I have to basically align myself around her work schedule. And because her work schedule's all over the fucking place. If Rebecca worked 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, then I would be on pretty much every weekday. And I'd be on late weekends. But because her shifts were over the place, I don't have that luxury anymore of just being able to say, oh yeah, I'll be on this day, this day, this day. You know, it's like, yeah, and things change as well. Like she doesn't even know her shifts yet for next week, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure is illegal. I'm pretty sure you need to have like 2 weeks of notice, but yeah, she doesn't even know her shifts yet for next week. So thus I cannot say to you guys, yeah, I'll be streaming this day, this day, this day, because I don't even know what days she's working yet. So I don't even know yet. I can't say to any of you, oh yeah, I'll be on Monday, Friday, Wednesday, whatever. Like, I can't say that because I genuinely have no clue. So yeah, I know, right, Lewis? It's fucked, isn't it? No, they do not. These people, mind you, it's a national chain that she works for, and she doesn't have a consistent... Her shifts are all over the place. She doesn't find out sometimes until, like, literally the couple days before. They change all the time. She oftentimes doesn't get 2 days off in a row, which you're supposed to have every 2 weeks at least. You're supposed to have 2 days off in a row. She doesn't get that very often. She's oftentimes working with less than 11 hours between shifts, which, again, you're not supposed to do. It can be in extreme circumstances can happen, but it shouldn't be happening as a regular thing. So many things that she just doesn't get any sort of yeah, any sort of like the amount of things that they do that break the law, and I would have reported ages ago, to be honest with you, but she won't do it. I would have reported ages ago if it was me. If it was my job, I would have reported that shit so quick. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Money is money, and especially today, you know, it can be very difficult to afford to live with the way things are now. And jobs are getting harder to get because a lot of tech workers are being laid off at the moment. So I get it. Like, to be honest with you, I don't think there's gonna be much of a tech industry in the next 10 years. To be honest with you, I think I feel bad for Donnies getting into tech as kids now, like going to university and stuff for tech. A lot of these jobs will not exist in the future. It's very sad. So I don't blame her, but they do take advantage. They do take the piss with it. But yeah, it makes it very difficult to tell you guys when I'll be streaming. However, the good news is that she probably will end up being promoted, and it means that although it does mean she'll be working, I think, 5 days instead of 4. She works 4 10s at the moment. Although she oftentimes does like 11 12s when she should be doing 10s. In the future, she'll be going up to another level where I think she has like 5 8s, and they are more consistent. So yeah, I probably will have more consistent streams then. Not like perfect, but a lot more consistent. There might be certain days of the week I can say for sure I'll be streaming if she has like certain days that she will definitely always be on. And then if it's 5 days, it'll mean that I only see her 2 days. So yeah, one day that will be the case. So yeah, streaming should be more consistent then. Yeah, employers, man, when employers are shit, it sucks. Because you have so little power to do anything. AF internet is affecting you again. Oh, AF. That's a meme that will never die. Is AF internet. You just keep it because you have money coming in. Yeah, I get it, bro. Like, if you have like loads of options and there's like constant jobs coming through, job invitations to come and join, you can play a little bit more. You can be a little bit more like picky, but it's difficult when you're not, you know, like where like even just a month without work could basically fuck your finances. And it's not like benefits pay that fucking much, so you know. So yeah, I mean, I can see why. Even if his connection's pristine from now on, we'll always be making fun of how it used to be. Oh yeah, like that's one thing AF will always have is we'll always take the piss out of his old internet. It's not even like meant to be an insult or mean or anything. It's just because it's funny. Like some of my best memories of AF was his internet being so laggy, and everyone in all the cars in the city were just flying. Like you would literally go near him and everything was flying. Like cars would just legitimately take off. Genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And then you'd be in his car and you'd be colliding with everything. You've been made ill from working before because the place was so fun, but you stay because you need... Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing that, like, people don't realize is that some people will, like, just suck it up, just stick it out. Or work is good for your, you know, work in the long run is good for your mental health. And I'm like, bro, if you're working somewhere that's fucked, it's not going to be good for your mental health, and it's going to make you worse, and it's going to make you more likely to be ill, which means that you're less likely to work. Like, having good employers, and, you know, it makes life a lot easier for everyone. I'm so glad that didn't explode. All right, 2.2 million. Where are we at? Where are we at, ladies and gents? Where are we at? Oh, 1.49 mil. 1.499 mil. We are $700,000 away from 1.5. That is disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, that is absolutely disgusting how close we are. One... It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. That's actually crazy. Change the title in a minute. Bill, not Mill. Or did I say Mill or something? Bro, I'm so out of it. I took my medication earlier, and I didn't take them with food because I was out with Rebecca, so I didn't get to take them with food. So when I came in, I took them, and yeah, my head's all over the fucking place now. So I say it's a miracle. I'm like even on this. It's a miracle. A fucking miracle. But yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, I've been taking them. I've been taking them now for about 5 weeks. Every time I take them, they fuck me up for about 3 days. Like I'm literally, it's like I got brain fog for 3 days. So every weekend, I'm just out of it. So I take on the weekend. But you have to take them the same time every week, so Friday night. No Friday fucking night lads with, you know, the DJ Bad Boy and all that. None of that, no. How's it going with other than brain fog? Honestly, quite good. I thought it was gonna be hell. I'm not gonna lie. That some of the symptoms were things like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, you know, seizures. I was like, oh, lovely. That's lovely. And it wasn't like insignificant either. Like, you know how usually they say stuff like that and it's like one in a million or something. No, it was something like it was something ridiculous. Like 30 out of 1,000 people. I was like, what the fuck? That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculously high odd. But thankfully I've not had any of those symptoms. I think the worst thing is my eyes get like burned. My eyes start to burn, which I think is, yeah, I don't know why that happens, but yeah, it makes my eyes burn. But usually it's just like brain fog, really like a headache that won't go away no matter what you do. It's like just a kind of a dull kind of headache, very dull light headache. It's really annoying. But yeah, my eyes will just burn as well, which isn't fun. So my eyes are burning right now. My eyes are very sore. I have no idea why it does that. I think it's just because it fucks with your body so bad. I don't know. I have no idea why specifically. Right, how the hell do I make 700,000? I didn't really think this through, did I? It was all very good, and then I just realized I'm still 700,000 away from where I need to be. I guess I could do Cayo Perico. I should probably do Cayo Perico, actually. I've not done it in a while. Fuck it, let's do Cayo Perico then. Why not? Nah, it's fine, Lewis. I appreciate it though. Like, yeah, it just sucks. Like, it does suck, but I mean, you know, it's life, isn't it? But it's not as bad as it could have been. Like, the fact is that if I had got like things like seizures, yeah, I'd have been pissed. But thankfully, it's not like that. It's just, yeah, it's just brain fog for the most part. Brain fog and like burning eyes for like 3 days, and then it goes back to normal. So it's fine. That's life though, isn't it? You know, we all have our own journeys. That's why I always say, you know, we all have our own journeys. We all have our own, like, that's why you never know what people are going through. You know, like, it's one thing that I've kind of started to really think about more as I got older is you don't know what people are going through, you know? People can be going through a lot of different things, and sometimes they're going through things like that where, you know, you don't know that they're going through it. So, you should always give, like, people a bit of leeway, you know? Obviously, if some people are just straight up dicks, but you should always try to give some leeway. This thing's I'm gonna get glitched in this, aren't I? I can already tell. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, nice. But yeah, you never know. You never know what people are going through. So yeah, you always give people a bit of leeway if you can. The bot fucking the trivia thing. Oh, there was an issue finding a trivia question. Oh, I think it's because, like, so if it sends a request off, it sends a request off to a server, and it tries to pull a question from the server. If it's not, either if the server's been overwhelmed or if there's just a communication issue, sometimes it just will return nothing. So that's all. But yeah, no, it's calm though. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm glad it's like as little as it is. Like, so the fact that some people get things like seizures, like, I mean, things like vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, fuck that. But seizures, yeah, that's another level. So I'm glad I don't get anything like that yet. Hopefully not. Touch wood. But yeah, it could be way worse. That's how I look at it. It could be way worse. So honestly, I'm glad. I'm very thankful that it's only that. The brain fog doesn't hit me too hard on Friday. Not now. It used to. In the first 2 weeks, I had a lot of brain fog on the Friday. But now usually it takes until Saturday for it to hit. And I'll sleep all Saturday. So probably tomorrow, I'll probably sleep all day. Because I'll be so tired. Because it makes you tired as well. That's all. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. It makes you fatigued. It gives you a lot of fatigue. So I feel super tired. Like, very... You know when you're ill, you got like flu, and you take your medicine and all that, and you just feel really out of it. It feels like that. Like, I feel really like out of it at times. Yeah, hopefully it gets better over time. Like, I do hope, like, as my body gets more used to it. But the thing is that it takes about 3 months for the dose to max out in your body. So I'm on, what, week 5? So I'm not even halfway yet. So who knows? It might get worse. But yeah, that's why I take it on the weekend, because I don't have to worry so much. If I couldn't take it during, like, the weekdays, it wouldn't work. But weekend I can take it. But it basically does mean that Saturday is basically a dead day for you. Saturday, yeah, there's not. I can't do anything for the whole Saturday. I can't think. I can do. I just can't think, because it's like I can think, but I can't think properly. Like, I'll rack my brain, and it's not like I can't. It's just that, like, my body's like there's nothing there. It's really weird. It's so frustrating, because, like, I'll try to work on the bot, and I just, for the life of me, oh my god. For the life of me, I just cannot get the thing I want done. Like, it's not like it's frustrating. It's just like my brain doesn't even clock. You know, take that auto aim and mother. No, but yeah, it's not bad. Honestly, grand scheme of things, it's calm. You sleep like a log even when you're completely fine physically. You think it's just to being a bit bummed out by things in your daily life, or like a bit of like. Maybe a bit of, like, depression or whatever. I know depression can hit that. Honestly, yes, I can see. Sometimes life doesn't go the way you want, and you can get a bit of you can be a bit down at that point, a little bit of depression. But it's just, you know, unfortunately, that's how life goes sometimes. You know, you get like a little bit down, and makes it hard. It does make it hard to get up and do stuff. It really does. That's why I like streaming. Streaming's really good, because otherwise I could just be in bed. I'll just be in bed, like, doing nothing. So streaming kind of keeps me active, doing stuff, and you know, the bot and stuff. It keeps me excited, doing the bot, doing the introductions. Stuff like that keeps me excited, so it keeps me going. Gotta roll the punches sometimes. Yeah, you do. You really do. It's funny, actually, me and Rebecca were having a really deep conversation earlier about this kind of thing. We were talking about, like, depression, talking about, you know, things like that. It's quite. We had a real deep conversation about it. Kind of interesting that we had that earlier. Finding a job set, proper schedule, and annoying family shit, plus the whole thing with your friends, so on. Yeah, it does feel like that. Sometimes it comes in like, was it like they say it comes in threes? So like, you couldn't get a job easily, family stuff, and then obviously the thing with your friend. It's like, yeah, you hate not working, throws everything off. Yeah, it do be like that. It's hard. Like at the moment, job hunting is difficult, even for people with qualifications. Like it's so difficult at the moment. And then if you take into account if you live somewhere where there's not a lot of jobs, and yeah, it's just a whole bunch of things. It's just not fun. Not fun at all. I was gonna go under the bridge, but I'm not going to. Because if I have to redo this mission, I'll lose my shit. If I've got to go through this whole thing again, I'll lose my goddamn shit. No, I mean, honestly, like, I genuinely think that, you know what, like, yeah, you had less technology back then, and life was a lot more restrictive, but I think there was an element of life in the old days was just nicer in some regards. Obviously, racism and homophobia and all that, not so much, but the one element I would say the old days had better was that you know, there was a lot more just jobs available, and some of them were just, yeah, mindless, but you had that consistency, and you at least were doing something with life, you know, even if it wasn't a dream of yours, you could afford to have a decent experience, you know, you could afford to go on holidays, you could afford to have a car, you could afford to, you know, with one salary, you could have, you know, it was nice, like, yeah, okay, sure, you didn't have flat screen TVs, but I don't know, I think that doing stuff also felt more worth it, because in those days, going to the cinema probably felt a lot more meaningful. Getting a record felt more meaningful. You know, everything you did, you know, hearing a song, think about it now, we listen to songs constantly these days because of phones and stuff. I think that takes away some of the beauty of it, in a sense, of music. Like, one of the things I think, you know, there is hearing a beautiful song felt like a moment. It felt like something you really would lock into. You would hear a beautiful song, and you would just kind of lock in on it. Someone playing a song in town square or something like that, you know, you'd hear that and you would really lock in because it was meaningful. Whereas now you can just go on your phone and listen to 1,000 people doing their songs. You know? Yeah, like I think things are too accessible at times. You know, media is so accessible now that everything is meaningless. You know, like, there isn't that kind of moment of the build-up of knowing that you're going to go to the cinema, which is a treat, or, you know, hearing a song on the radio, hearing them put in the magazine saying they're going to play the new Phil Collins song on the radio, or, you know, stuff like that. You don't get that anymore. Everything is just on demand, accessible, and it's getting worse with AI because, oh shit. With AI, it's even worse because now they can output thousands, you know, of shitty AI remixes, and it's just slop. You know, YouTube, it's just slop. You know, YouTube was better when it was a much more restricted amount of people. So, I feel that it takes away some of the meaning. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love phones, but I do think that a lot of what made life great was experiencing those rare moments of something that you remember. You're never going to remember half the stuff anymore because it's slop. But seeing something that, you know, going out somewhere, going to, like, on holiday and seeing a performer play a song on a guitar, you lived in the moment. Nowadays, everyone pulls their phones out and records it. You know, you go to a concert, everyone pulls out their phones and records it. No one ever just lives in the moment anymore. And we're seeing it now with music, how a lot of music's being made to fit TikTok, so it gets clipped and stuff instead of being actually good music. It's ruined it. It is. It's a money game. Like, art is just a money game. I think artists deluded themselves into thinking that art is, you know, this beautiful sacred thing. It's not. It's something that will be commodity, you know, made into a commodity. Always has been, always will be.
May have moved. Check high, check low.
And then if there's no, you know, if they think they can get more money from it, they will. You know, the artist is expendable at the end of the day. Perks of being a wallflower, a big needle drop happens and they don't know the song until later on. It's good that you can do stuff like that. It's a bit sad the Revelation's gone. Yeah. Like, this is the thing. Like, I get, like, there is definitely some perks of the way the world is now. But I'm going to be real. I honestly, as I've got older, I have just become more and more disillusioned with... Yeah, I've become more disillusioned with this stuff. Like, I have no interest in technology anymore. I've lost that. It's completely... I have lost all my enthusiasm when it comes to technology.
Shopping, yes?
I couldn't care less anymore about the new stuff. You know, I used to be really excited about what the future and what tech could do. And I just, you know, I don't know, like, I just don't... I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, nostalgia's interesting to get stuck in and even more furious you weren't alive. But that's the thing, like, I was alive in the late 90s. I know I was young, but it felt slow. I know I was a kid. But it was nice not being constantly contactable. One thing I think has really destroyed people's mental health is constantly being on the phone. People constantly be able to call you. The fact that you can never get away from your work. You can never get away from friends. Which, you know, sometimes you need time. Sometimes you need time away from people just to just exist. And you don't get that anymore. You know, you don't get that in life anymore because everyone is constantly expected to be accessible through email, through text, through phone calls. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. Yeah, exactly. And if you want to turn your phone off, you're the problem. You know? You're the problem. People go, why would you do that? And your boss goes, why would you do that? It's stupid. Like, God forbid that someone wants to just not have to be on their phone all the time. And so I think that's a big issue that wasn't the case in the 90s.
More perfect for us.
But because of everything is unlimited, you know, so many phones now, unlimited data, it just sucks. The movie mentioned set in 91 and 92 school year. Oh, good years. I wasn't born those 2 years, but good years still. Probably even better than the years that I was alive, to be honest with you. I liked it when going onto the computer, going on the internet was something you actively had to do. Going on the computer wasn't just something you were constantly on. You had to log in, you had to sit down, and you actually had to engage with it. Whereas now, the internet is just constant, and you never have a chance to get away from it. And I think that's done massive damage, especially like things like social media, things like Instagram, Facebook, and all that, TikTok. They've done massive damage to people's psyches. I was on the bus earlier, and there were these people, they were just yapping away non-stop on FaceTime. There was a guy in front of me vaping on the bus. Didn't even think about it, didn't even think twice about it. He kept checking his phone and kept like taking snaps of himself, like stroking his hair. I'm like, bro, you're not him. You're just some random 16-year-old Donnie. Like, no one gives a shit. Alright? You're not him. You're not some fucking superstar. It's so sad. Oh wow, not one thing. I mean, yeah, you could definitely recognize there was a lot of bad, like, I mean, even in the 90s, massive amounts of homophobia, massive amounts of racism still. You know, the 90s was still massively problematic, but there was a lot of great things about life. I mean, my mother, she never went beyond secondary school, right? So she got just GCSEs, which is the 16 plus qualification in England, right? She got a job literally out of school in a nice company, good pension, because back then pensions were fucking great. Great pension, really good benefits. She saved up and got she didn't rent a flat, she bought a flat by the age of 25. I'm older than she is now. I'm older now than she was back then. And I don't have anything near that. She had that without any university degree. She had that without
Wanted to be treated
A
with
levels,
respect
L
in
that,
this
yeah.
long disguise. Just be
Yeah,
thankful
Airport
you're
Kaio
still
sucks.
breathing, yes?
Good on my mum. Fuck my mum. Fuck my mum anyway. As you know, I would say suck your mum, but then that means I'd have to suck. No, absolutely not. But no, fuck her anyway. She's now one of those people that thinks that, oh, you know, the reason, you know, people need to get up and do more, and that young people are too lazy, and that, you know, all this shit. Fuck her.
Noting location.
Not to mention she squandered that money. By the way, she completely squandered it. So fuck that bitch.
Adding to planning screen. Okay. Position
I don't even care about the money, like, for inheritance or anything. I definitely won't get shit from her, but it's more so the fact that, my God, she had such a great opportunity and she fucked it. She was literally, this was in the 90s. She did all this stuff in the 90s. Fantastic. She lost a job because she wanted to do partying instead of being, you know, someone who's actually, you know, she had a great job. And she chose to leave because she wanted a party. She wanted to have an easier life. So she partied. Guess what? That company got bought out and every single person who was employed by the company got a fat payout. Every single person, even the receptionist, got a fat ass payout. Like, we're talking like 100 plus K. Every single person. And she chose the left so she could party. Bro, if I had the opportunity, you think no, I would not. I would have been so fucking strict. I'd have been like, bro, I'm getting that bag. She chose to leave. Honestly, pisses me off, man. You'd be eyeing a butcher knife after that. Nah, it pisses me. It just pisses me off. That's why I don't like her. I don't like her for many reasons, but that's one of the reasons I don't like her. I'm very annoyed by people that are financially illiterate. Not by, you know, and I'm not talking about, like, not by choice. I'm talking about choice. She had so many opportunities to do well. She had an opportunity that none of us would have now, and she chose to be stupid and squander it. And now she complains about young people being, you know, lazy and not working hard enough. And that's, you know, oh, that's the reason why the country's gone downhill, is because all these young people are on benefits. They should just get jobs. What, like the job that you took at 16 with no qualifications, that now that people with degrees wouldn't get now. A job that now would require you with 10 years of experience plus probably a master's degree. And you're telling people that they're lazy. Yeah, okay, lass. Okay, cool. No, that's on you. Yeah, like that pisses me off. Like, again, people being, you know, people having shit circumstances where they can't work very much and so they have very limited amount of money, or people that have what am I doing disrupt for? People that have very limited, like, options for jobs, so people with disabilities and stuff like that. You know, that sucks for them, and, you know, it can be difficult for them to get money. Again, you know, people that are you know, just maybe don't have the options because they maybe didn't get the education they wanted, or did just don't live somewhere where there's lots of options for jobs. You know, there's a lot of reasons why people could choose, or, you know, don't get a choice, sorry, with their stuff. Whereas she chose to go and become a party girl after getting a fantastic job. Who leaves a job where you get paid decent, you know, again, with no qualifications, pretty much, just GCSEs. You get paid really well and you get a good pension. That would have been, it's one of those old school pensions too, where, like, if she had got it, she would have got a guaranteed amount of money at the end of a, you know, regardless. So it wasn't even like she had a, like, nowadays where you have to pay into a pension. It was, back then, it was like you got a defined benefit where you would basically get, you know, regardless of how much you put in, you would get a payout. Whereas now you only get what you put in, really, depending on how well it does. She had so many options, so yeah, nah, she pissed me off like that, so fuck her. I remember when JB would insult my mother and you'd be like, I fuck your mother and all this, and your mother's sucking me off and all this. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Like, I know he got really offended by it because he's like a mama's boy, but I couldn't give a shit. Like, I could not give a shit if someone insults my mother, because I'll do it too.
Welcome back, Capitan. That was a master class in clandestine reconnaissance. And you have a tan too, no?
You wouldn't like her either.
Come over to the screen.
Not funny your mum either for different and similar reasons, but that actually pissed me off. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's literally, you know, she had so many opportunities. Wait, I quit the game. Oh, I guess because, like, technically I didn't do any of it, so I guess it gave me that minimum amount done, whatever. But yeah, like, she had such opportunity with that, and if she had saved it up, if she had taken that money and she had saved it up, and she could have been so well. If she had invested it correctly, fuck, man, she would have been well off. She would have had she probably would have had a much nicer life, a much nicer life. But the thing is that she lives beyond. They all live. Her and the rest of my siblings. They all kind of have like a taste for things like designer stuff, and they don't make enough. None of them make enough to really justify that. But they all have a taste for like designer clothing. You know, my mum's got like £1,000 bag. You know, they all have like, you know, £200 shirts and jumpers and stuff. I'm like, who the fuck spends £200 on a shirt? And especially because like one of them got paint on the shirt and they got another shirt for another £200. It's so dumb. Yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. So that's why when, yeah, like, I couldn't care less if JB insulted my mum. I really couldn't, because I'm more than happy to criticize her for it. Yeah, exactly. It's just a name, and it's usually made to some shit quality anyway. These designer clothing, they're usually such bad quality. It's like, well, you might as well just go to M&S. You get the same thing, but for way less.
Okay, you are approaching the building now. There may be a roof entrance, or you can go through the front door. Expect heavy combat on entry.
I've never understood it, but there you go. People love that shit. So yeah, my mother and all the siblings and all that, all my siblings, they all live. I'm the only person who's actually financially, in my opinion, savvy. Like my brother, he doesn't save for a pension. He makes a lot of money. He works as a carpenter. He makes a shit ton of money, right? Doesn't pay a pension. Doesn't pay a pension. It's free money. It's literally free money. They'll match you, right? He works both privately and he works for a company. They'll match him something like 10%. He won't do it. That's 10%. If you put 10% in, they put 10% in. That's huge. And he could afford 10% too. He makes so much money. He doesn't do it. He's throwing away free money. He's throwing away free money. And the best thing about pension money too is anything you make from like stocks and stuff in the pension, it's not taxed. So if your stocks go up, if you decide in your pension, you put your pension funds into a global index fund. Let's say on average it's gone up by 10% over the last, you know, put 10%, was it 10% a year or something for the last however many decades? If you do that and you do it for the long run, yeah, the market might crash and it might all go to shit, but then if you're young, you got time for it to recover. If you're old, if you're in your 60s, yeah, I wouldn't risk it. But if you're in your 20s or your 30s, bro, put that money away. You get any income from that will be tax-free when it hits pension. So if you put away money, if you have like a match for like 10%, over and over and over and over again, bro, by the time you hit retirement age, you would have millions in there. But no, won't do it. Won't do it, even though he has plenty of money. This guy makes so much money that he won't even take the bus. He won't take the train. That's below him. He won't take the bus. He won't take the train. If he can't drive there, he just won't go. Buddy is that kind of money. He's beyond. He's above the mere mortals. And he wouldn't even walk. He was getting a new car. Right? The dealership was a 2.5 kilometers. Sorry, not even 2.5 miles. 2.5 kilometers. Something that I walk double that. Every time pretty much every time I see Rebecca, I can walk double that. Right?
Did it work? Is the locker open?
He won't even do that. 2.5 kilometers. He couldn't be bothered to walk there. He wanted my mother to take him there. 2.5 kilometers. Because he didn't want to walk. It's a countryside walk as well. There's pavements, but it's a kind of in the country a little bit. So it would have been a nice walk. It was a nice day. He could have just had a nice walk there. Chose not to do it. He would only want to be driven by my mother to go to get the car. Because his car was... He had already sold his car. I don't know. Yeah, thinking you're being above it is definitely being below it. Yeah, it says a lot about who you are. You try and explain to your girlfriend what you can't afford and she wants and she can't get it. Trying to pay off debt and she doesn't care about it. That's the thing as well. It sucks when someone doesn't care about debt because like I get it, it's her stuff, but at the same time, it does affect the partner. And I think that if you're in a relationship, you should definitely do your best to ensure that your partner hasn't got to worry about that. Like Rebecca's in debt, and that's why I've helped Rebecca get out of debt. I've been trying my best to help her like plan and to what to pay off first and what to where to put the money and stuff like that, and how to get the best payout she can get with interest, because she obviously doesn't have enough money. She hasn't got anywhere near enough money to invest. So I've been like helping her get the most out of the bank so that she can, because she has 0% interest at the moment. So I've been like saying to her, okay, well at least you can get some interest from the bank. These are the best accounts you can get interest on. Get something from it and then pay it off. As long as you're paying off the things, as long as you have enough money ready to pay it off fully, by the time the interest free runs out, you'll be fine. I think it's very important. It's mainly your debt, fair enough, but some of us, yeah. I mean, well, hey, I mean, at least you're debt 100%. That's something that you definitely gotta focus on. But yeah, if she doesn't help with that, if she doesn't understand, like, yeah, you gotta be careful. It does suck because then it's like, you're kind of stuck then, aren't you? Yeah, it's difficult. Like, it is difficult. Because obviously, if you love someone, you don't want to like deny them the things that make her life good. But because that's another thing I suppose is nice about being solo, is that you can have full control of your finances in that sense. You haven't got to worry about making sure someone else is happy and comfortable and all that. Like, if you need to live down to the bone, you will do it. If you're solo, hey, if you want, you'll be willing to live in a fucking shack with nothing in it. Like, you see these like online, these photos online of someone living in like a room and they got like a mattress on the floor and that's it. Like, if you got debt and you're solo, you'll be willing to do that. You'll be willing to spend a year, 6 months a year, just living by the bare necessities, get it out of the way. But when you're with someone else, you have to really think about that, and you can't. Yeah, it's difficult. It makes it a lot harder to just do this kind of thing. Yeah, people piss you off. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Like, I agree. It is very frustrating sometimes, dealing with people. Even if you love them as a friend or what, or more, like, it can be really frustrating. Funny having this conversation after watching Mississippi Grind. Yeah, a bit weird that, yeah, out of the blue we had like a conversation about this, but yeah, no. It's an interesting topic though. Like, I do like having topics like this on stream because it is interesting, and I do think it's always good to talk about things like, I think a lot of people feel like they can't talk about debt and talk about money because I think some people get embarrassed about not having a lot of money or having a lot of debt. And I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. Like, sometimes life goes that way. Sometimes you don't have a choice. If you're having to move, you can build a lot of debt up by just moving. Like, just the cost of moving is so high that can put you in debt. Or 1 month off work because of an illness or because of something else. It can put you in a lot of debt. So I think it's good that people talk about stuff like that, talk about money issues, talk about debt. It might have subconsciously done it, yeah. You wonder how do people actually have the thoughts they do. I think that all the time, Lewis, as well. I think that all the fucking time. I'm like, how the fuck do people think like that? How do people not see? Like, it's like being in the asylum. You're surrounded by people that are crazy, and you're like, how do they not see what I see? I see it so clearly. How do they not? But yeah, it is frustrating. Yes. Yes, Pavel. Sure. No, my luck. I won't even have enough money at the end of this. Watch it be like 9955 or something. Uh-oh.
Well, judging from the shouting men in the background, you have been detected. A different kind of practice then.
Are you okay? We'll have nowhere to go.
This gun is not as good as the assault rifle Mark II, but or the MG especially, but I like the sound of it, so I'm using it more than I used to. I love that Rockstar tries to protect the innocent now. Remember when Rockstar used to recommend... Remember how in the old missions they would say, you know, they have missions where you have to kill people, like beat people up. Like you go into like a... Like in Vice City, you gotta go into the construction site with the other outfit on and like beat up the people. Yeah, no, now in GTA 6, sorry, not now in GTA 5, they're like, yeah, kill construction workers? Absolutely not. Can't kill innocent people anymore. Imagine GTA 6, they're like, they give you a punishment. If you kill a random pedestrian, you get like, game over. It's like Assassin's Creed. You kill the wrong person, kill two people, kill two or three innocent people, the game ends. It deletes itself from your PlayStation. Rebecca and I have been rewatching some of the old GTA trailers. Oh my god. Sorry, the old GTA 6 trailers. I like how I call them old now, but they are, I guess. We've been rewatching some of those. Well, I guess there's 2 of them. And yeah, seeing some of the pictures again, and we're so hyped now. To think that we are mere weeks away from pre-orders and mere months from GTA Online. Nice. I wonder if the Donnie that always wants me to do Cayo Perico will watch, or they'll come in later on. They'll be like, "Are you going to be doing Cayo Perico anytime soon?" I'm like, no. I did it literally earlier. Yeah, it was. They're really well edited. These, like the old trailers were really well edited too. But I can't lie, 6 just feels like next level. They've. I know it's crazy to think, but Rockstar's really stepped it up again. I can't believe they managed to step it up that much.
Not so dramatic, but very
Like they were already great. Like the 5 trailers were always really good, and then yeah, GTA 6 are like, yeah, we're gonna step it up. We're gonna make it even better. These Donnies found the best people in the business. No AI slop there. That's why people love Rockstar. No, there's, you know, like, Ubisoft probably would have slopped something out. Ubisoft would have put that in a prompt and be like, yeah, make us a trailer for Assassin's Creed. Whereas Rockstar's like, yeah, let's just hire good people. Maybe they used AI a bit to help them, who knows? But they at least had real, you can tell there's real humans making it. The Scots know what they're doing. Honestly, like, no joke, one of the best things that I've always loved about Rockstar North is that it's predominantly Scottish Dons. It's one of the reasons why I think GTA's always been very funny. It's a bunch of Scottish Dons taking the piss out of America. And that's why I think GTA's always been so good. I think GTA was better in the old days, partly, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I love the modern GTA stuff, but one of the reasons I think the old GTAs, like 3, Vice City and San Andreas, was so good is because they were predominantly Rockstar North. And I think that as soon as they started open up to Americans with like Rockstar New York and the other Rockstars, I think that the problem is you lose some of that humor that Scottish Dons have. You know, it's a lot more, you know, it's still good, but yeah, you can't beat the humor of the Scottish Dons. Everyone knows British people in general are very good at humor. We're very self-deprecating, and we can also take the piss. We love taking the piss out of America, but Scotland on top of that is just next level. Like British people in general, but Scottish people in way even more beyond that. Like,
Now the security team will be ready for you when you go inside. It will be guarded in there.
I love that about Rockstar. One thing I loved about Rockstar North was it was also a really good combination of English and Scottish Dons. You had the English Dons coming up from London and from other places like that, and then you had the Scottish Dons that lived around Edinburgh, and you just had this great combo of like just very old school, you know, British, English, Scottish banter, which was great. And you know, I miss that. I really do miss that. And I love that about the older GTAs, where you would have like really stereotypical English accents and people taking the piss out of that. Again, another Scottish aspect of it, which really benefited. But then I don't know, like one of my favorite things is San Andreas with Macca and Kent Poole. I love that because it's just a perfect combo of these two Donnies. And I love the Scottish accent. I love the you know, and especially on characters like the Love Fist characters that are Scottish as well. They just know how to take the piss out of everyone. And again, I think that's one of the things that made GTA so great, was that Rockstar North Scottish English, you know, infusion of piss, you know, taking the piss and yeah, I feel like GTA was. I do think GTA was better when it was predominantly Rockstar North.
Yes. Well, if I were American, I would agree with you. It worked. We have the location.
You do like British humor. British humor is brilliant. I do find it hard to enjoy British humor just because sometimes it's too close to home. It's one of the reasons I can't watch the UK Office, the English Office. It feels way too close to home, and it's set in Slough, and I fucking hate Slough. Like I hate Slough so much with a passion, so I can't watch the UK Office because I'm just like. It just reminds me very much of. I know offices have changed since then a little bit, but it's still very too close to home. And then yeah, it's Slough, and I fucking hate Slough. So such a shithole, man. Slough's such a shithole. Like I've never seen somewhere. I've seen some real. There are some real fucking skanky towns in Wales and Scotland. I've seen some skanky towns in Scotland. Don't get me wrong. Like some of these places look. Like you'd be stabbed just walking out the bus. You'd be stabbed. But I tell you what, Slough is my most hated place in England, in the UK. I fucking hate Slough with a passion. It's such a shit town. RSG stare. No, like genuinely, like Slough, right? You get off the train and there's a fucking Tesco right in front of the train station. Who puts a Tesco, a full-size Tesco, and I'm not talking a Tesco Express, I'm talking a full-size Tesco. Who puts a full-size Tesco right outside of a train station? Like, you get off this train, and you've got this lovely, beautiful Victorian architecture, and then you look over the road and there's a fucking Tesco, and it's the arse end of a Tesco too, so you don't even get the front side of the Tesco, you get the arse end of it. You get the area where the cars come in and out of the parking lot. So you get this like you're basically on the arse end of the Tesco. It's horrible. It's dreadful. Like I hate Slough. It's such a shit place. There's an industrial fucking ground in the middle of it. It reminded me very much of Grangemouth in Scotland. You know, there's like that industrial area. It reminds me of that. Except so that's in the middle of Slough. It's just there's like a power station in the middle of the town. Like, what is this? The Victorian era or something? Like, why is there a power station in the middle of town? Who puts a power station in the middle of a town? Who does this? In I don't know. Honestly, I don't think even if you destroyed all that and you put like houses, who's gonna live there? Who's gonna live on a former industrial wasteland? It's dreadful. It's genuinely dreadful. Awful town. Awful town. It's genuinely shit. Like it's just run down. It's so fucking run down. Like I know a lot of towns and cities around England and Scotland and Wales are really run down now. It's so run down. It's genuinely trash. It's so shit. Even the mall, which is right outside the train station, has shut down. That's how shit it is. They can't even get people to get from the train. People won't even be willing to walk 100 meters from the train station to the mall because of how fucked it is. Not to mention there's a massive double-lane road, like two-lane road, like four lanes. It's like a dual carriageway. No, it's not dual. It's like a quad carriageway. I don't know whatever the fuck you call it. in the middle of the town, by the way. Who has 4 lanes of traffic in the middle of a town between the train station and the mall? Why has that shit not been pedestrianized? Why has that shit not been pedestrianized? In 2026. So to get there, you gotta walk past the arse end of the Tesco to walk to the dead mall. The high street is just dead. It looks shit. The best thing about Slough is literally getting back on the train and leaving. Such a shit, and it's the name of it too, Slough. It sounds so shit. Oh yeah, where do you live, mate? Slough. Or as the Scots would say, where do you stay? Slough. I would prefer. I know that Scotland, you say stay in a lot of places to mean live. No, when I say stay about Slough, I mean temporary, like not live. That's a temporary thing. If I'm in Slough, that's a temporary thing. I don't want to be staying in Slough. Fuck Slough. Awful place. Funny hearing me slander places you'll never be. Honestly, don't ever go Slough. If you ever go England, don't ever go Slough. Trust. Don't ever go fucking Slough. If you go UK, never. There's so many places you should go. London, best place to go if you want pretty much anything. If you want to have a little bit more of if you want to kind of experience the Scottish culture, I'd say go Edinburgh. Glasgow can be pretty nice too, but I'd say Edinburgh is probably the place that more people go to. Great history there. Wales, Cardiff is pretty nice. There's some decent smallish place. Problem with Wales though is a lot of Welsh are very they hate people who are not from Wales. So even if they hate English people, they hate Scottish people, they hate Northern Irish people, they hate everyone but Welsh people, and they even hate Welsh people. They only like certain types of Welsh people. If you're like Southern Welsh and you go to Northern Wales, they hate you as well. So don't go there either. Fuck Edinburgh. What did poor Edinburgh do to you, Lewis? Edinburgh's lovely. It's got a lovely castle on top of it, which is amazing. My favorite thing about Edinburgh is you've got this lovely castle, and then you look down from the castle and there's a bunch of like some of the worst estates, like council estates in Scotland, right there. So you have this beautiful architecture, and then you have these giant grey buildings. It's just down the way. Not Scottish, damn. Poor Edinburgh, man. You saying Edinburgh is more English than Scottish at this point? It probably is, to be fair. You know what's always crazy, though? There's more Scottish people in England than there is in Scotland now.
The other is head of security. With him, we have a chance. I have been monitoring his travel, and today is our opportunity. He will be
Rebecca always says there's so many Scottish people down here. She meets so many Scots. And the best thing about Scotland, Scottish people, is they all know roughly where each other's from, so they'll recognize her. They'll recognize her accent. Be like, oh, you from Edinburgh way? And she'll be like, yeah. And then they'll talk about their little town in the middle of God knows where, and she'll be like, I've been there once or twice. It's so funny. The takeover is on. Honestly, the Scots that come down to England are actually really good. Some fantastic workers and some of the most knowledgeable people. I love them. I think that'd be the saddest thing for me if Scotland ever left the UK. Is I think that we'd lose out on some fantastic people. Really genuine great people. Let me send a song from the men off topic. See what you're saying about Bama the place in that name. Wait, what? They have fucking Slough? Wait, I didn't even see that. I guess I just try to ignore when I see Slough. The Lord Weird Slough Fed taking unnecessary digs. Yeah, I see Slough and I just try to ignore it. You love my Scottish accent. Yeah, my Scottish accent is certainly something. Certainly something. You know what's funny is the funny thing about like me is that I spent years hanging out with a Scottish guy, right? I spent years hanging out with him on like DayZ and Armour and COD 4 and all these different games. And so him and Rebecca lived maybe like 10 minutes away from each other. She's probably met him, and so when I first heard Rebecca, I actually understood her very well. because of his accent, because I was so used to his accent. I actually understood Rebecca super well, so I had no issues understanding her accent. And even Scottish people with like thicker accents, I could still understand them to a better degree than a lot of people can, because of the fact that I spent so much time with this Don. I spent so many years just talking to him, that I'm actually quite good at picking up on things whenever I hit a Scottish Don. So I actually find it not so difficult, whereas I know a lot of people struggle a lot with Scottish accents. But no, I can listen to even someone with a much thicker like a Highland accent, and I can still pick up like things from it that. And I can read, Scots English, where it's all, like all, I can't really remember many examples of it, but like when I read it, I can read it. You know what I mean? Like it's like if I see it, I can understand what the fuck's being said. Because Rebecca actually tested me on that. She sent me a bunch of like Scots English type messages to see if I could understand them, and I was able to like translate them with no issues. Because I spent so much time on that guy's Facebook. I had him on my Facebook for like 12 years, and I literally had him, and I added like every one of his fucking friends. I had like hundreds of his friends on my Facebook, and I spent like 10 years reading all his friends, like all his Scottish Dons, talking about like life and stuff. So I picked up so much stuff from them, and I could understand what they were saying, for, because they would write all this shite, and I would pick up on it. They would waffle. I'm not gonna lie, they used to waffle like crazy. Hey, Dean, what are you saying, bro? And the one thing actually about Scotland that I noticed is that every single one of them was pregnant by the age of 23. Every single one of these Scottish lasses was pregnant by the age of 23. Every single one. Not one of them wasn't pregnant by 23. Like, not even an exaggeration. All of my friends from where I grew up on Facebook, only one of them had a kid. Only one of them's had a kid at the moment. Whereas every single Scottish person I had on there had a kid by 23. Crazy. Backwater accent's a bit harder for you. Wish you had info like subtitles. I wish I had subtitles for some things, like Scottish Dons. I actually really like Scottish Dons as well. One of my pet peeves is that, for anyone who doesn't know, we used to have a lot of call centres in the UK in Scotland. So if you called Sky, for example, it was Scotland. If you called like a lot of these different like companies, it was Scottish Dons. They've outsourced them all to India now. And look, no, I don't want to be rude, but look, I can't fucking understand Indians when they're talking. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to sound racist, but I genuinely cannot understand the fuck they're talking about. And half the time I have to call up a call center with Indian Dons. Half of it, I'm just like, I'm hoping that we're gonna get it done. Like I'm praying. But with Scottish Dons, yeah, I could understand them easy peasy, and they could understand me. And it was great. It was fucking great. So whenever I've had to call up, in the past when I used to have Sky, it was so easy. So easy. It's just like, yeah, cool, no worries. And they understood me so well, because I dealt with Scottish people, Rebecca and other Scottish people in the past. But yeah, these Indian Dons, I can't understand them. So I do wish that we would bring back and put them back in Scotland, because I'd much rather talk to Scottish people.
You can hold on to that. I will get it when you are next back in the submarine.
I hate outsourcing to other countries because I cannot understand the accents. There's nothing more annoying than when something's going on in your account and you've been charged for something and you're talking about money, and then they're like asking you for your fucking number and shit, and you don't know what number the fuck they're on about. They're talking about something about a number or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you have to be like polite. You gotta be like, oh, I'm very sorry, I couldn't understand you. The line's really bad. The line's perfectly fine. It's just because I can't understand what the fuck they're saying. I'm like, no, sorry, the line's not working. The line's, it's a bit weird. It's a bit fuzzy. I'm lying through my teeth like, yeah, sorry, could you say that again? I can't understand. The lines, it's all over the place. My bad. My phone's fucked. And I'm like, oh my god. Whereas the Scottish Dons, bro, on the call so quick. 5 minutes in, done. Brilliant. Loved it. Absolutely fucking loved it. And it's all been ruined. Are you going at 7? You fell asleep and you just woke up, bro? That's crazy. You had a decent nap. You had a decent nap. You're just legends. No, I actually, honestly, like I do really like Scottish Dons. Like, I actually would be very upset if Scotland left the UK, because I do actually really like Scottish Dons. I think it's sad that like we've, you know, that people got to the point now where we all hate each other for no reason, and I just think to myself, man, like if it was up to me, bro, I'd just give Scotland. I'd say, look, stay in the UK. But you can have as much control over everything you want. You want to control your own, you know, your own government, do it. You know, you want to decide your own wages, do it. You want to decide how things are run, do it. Like, just do everything, bro. Like, just, you know, handle business. But let's be cool together. But you can handle your own business. You know, I'm not gonna tell you how to do shit. You can even have your own drug policy, whatever. I don't give a shit. You know, like, just Devo Max the motherfucker. Scotland can do what the fuck they want. England can do what the fuck they want. Wales can do what the fuck they want. And then we just kind of all hang out and have a barbecue at the end of the year, you know? That's how it should be. You'll be up all night now. That's the only issue with it, Dean. That's the only issue with it.
Has extensive sonar network. If we want the submarine to get close, we will
You'll be up all night.
of some kind. This
All it takes is one. You fall victim to one nap,
America, so of course there is
and that's it. Whole thing's ruined.
contract. Merryweather, you have heard of them. They have new submarine, latest model, well equipped. I know location of test, so we can start there. They must have what we need. I cannot see anything on sonar.
Oh yeah, he hates naps, doesn't he? I love that the Punisher hates naps. To be fair, the Punisher would never nap. The last time someone tried to make the Punisher nap, when a whole bunch of people grouped up on him and tried to make him nap, he screamed and then he jumped up and he killed them all. I'll never forget that scene. Season 2 of Punisher. He's down, everyone's beating him up. Billy's guys all beating him up. It looks like it's over, and then you just hear him go, "Arr!" and then he just jumps up and kills them all. I love it. He did not want that nap. I'll tell you that now. He did not want that nap. He was absolutely against having that nap. Understandable, really. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way. Guess who was in the stream earlier? Who was watching the stream? It wasn't AF either. It wasn't AF. JB, yeah, it was JB. He was watching the stream for a bit. And you know what's funny? I clocked that I forgot to time him out again. So he could have said something, but he didn't say anything. I forgot to time him out. Because I have a bot where the bot times them out every 2 weeks, but I forgot that the bot broke on that. Like, I did it slightly wrong. So I forgot he wasn't timed out, but he didn't say anything. So I think he's learned. He's learned his lesson now. He knows to be quiet instead of make everyone pissed off at him.
I cannot tell from sonar. This thing is impressive. It will be small enough to carry.
You lay down watching telly, next thing you know it's 2 AM. Bro, that's the thing though. You lay down next to your TV, bro. That's the risk. That's the risk you take. Yeah, Daredevil Season 2 Punisher was fire. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, JB's still been hanging out, so I'm very curious that he wasn't timed out, but he didn't say anything, so I'm curious about that. But he's learned, so that's good. I might leave him untimed out and see how long it takes him to say something. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave him untimed out, and I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna do a little test. How long is it gonna be until he says something, anything? So he's been untimed out now for probably like 2 days, I think, probably, because I think it was meant to do it on Wednesday. So 2 days in. He's not saying anything yet, so I guess we'll see. Maybe he's learned. Maybe he's learned not to say shit now. Maybe he's learned that he's not gonna start spamming us about fucking Kuzo and all that. Maybe he's learned. I'll just leave it and see if he... Oh my god, man, these dons are so accurate. Look at that. Yeah, I'll see what happens. That's like self-punishment, you know? He's like self-isolating from us. Yeah, I'll leave it and see what he says. What happens. Please not Kuzo, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Dean. I'm writing up. So I'm writing up a set of mod guidelines that I want you and Joe and Cave to follow in terms of like moderation, like a moderation policy, just so we can keep it consistent. But I'm not gonna lie, we are gonna have a special JB one, which is one of them is do not fucking talk about Kuzo. Like if bro brings up fucking Krim, I want him timed out. I don't want to hear about fucking Krim. I don't want to hear about that. About Krim. I don't want to hear about Krim wife. I don't want to hear about Krim son. Days, man. I don't want to. Oh my days. I don't want to hear about Krim uncle, Krim nephew. I don't want to hear about any Krim. I don't want to hear about any Krim. I really never want to see or hear Krim again. Partly because it sounds like an illness. Like, oh, you got that Krim virus, yeah? Fuck hantavirus and COVID and all that. Krim virus. Oh yeah, you're coming out of a case of the Krim. It sounds like an STD. Oh, you got the Krim, yeah? Yeah, I got the Krim. Yeah, that girl. I got with a girl, and she didn't tell me she had the Krim. That chef, the way the chef stood there and took that. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the Krim. She gave me the Krim. Got that Krim cream. Yeah, I don't want to ever hear about Krim again. So there we go. Oh yeah, Lewis, yeah, you're so close to overtaking Brassy. If you overtake Brassy, then Brassy's out of the top 10. Can't wait for that. Yeah, Brassy's 945. He needs to be kicked off. I don't want to see Brassy ever again, that's for sure. The fact that Donnie is still trying to get JB in trouble, but it just astounds me that he's still trying to get JB in trouble. Even now, even like 4 months later, 2 months after that he got permabanned, he's still trying to get JB. He's still trying to get JB in trouble and banned. Yeah, you got knocked off. You're close to overtaking him at least. But we gotta get him off that top 10. AF can stay though. AF's calm. So yeah, AF can stay on the top 10, but Brassy needs to be off it. Alright, fuck. It's airport. Well, I'm going in with submarine, so actually wait. Oh no, there was only one weed. I was gonna say I can get painting, that's if that was coke at the dock, I could get away with just leaving with the painting and the coke, but one weed is not enough. I need to go airport. Yeah, no choice. You know what's funny, by the way? I'm actually gonna change what I think. I think that now doing this multiple player is actually better than solo, and that's only if you're doing it back to back, because there's now a cooldown on this of 2.5 hours, right? For normal people, for solo people, right? If you're playing with other people, it's a cooldown of what, 30 minutes? If you play this on your own, it's a cooldown of like 2.5 hours. So I actually would say now, as long as you're smart and you plan ahead, I'd actually say now that it's better to do this with other people than solo. Which is crazy to say, because yeah, this used to be the solo king. It still is the solo king. It just, if you're gonna do more than one in a night, if you want to do more than one Tayo in a night, yes, multiple players is better. But if you just want to do one a night, yeah, solo is still better. Can't believe I said that. I really can't. That kind of sickens me that I said that. It's actually true though. It's actually true. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I wish I was.
Your position. I will also access compound CCTV to see you when you are there.
I've got a few things I want to try.
I am almost jealous of you.
I've been thinking about how to make this quicker.
I think of the drainage.
So I've got an idea of how I can make this slightly quicker that I wanna try out. I've been thinking about how can I, you know, knowing how the game does, it's like how the AI spot things. I think I can make this about 10 seconds quicker. Not that it really matters because, well, not that it really matters, but you know, I mean,
Next stop, maintenance.
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna do it for my own personal satisfaction. You know, it's all about personal goals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, my muscle memory is all over the place. Oh my god, I used to be perfect on this. Good enough.
You know, I once knew an admiral who said that swimming through an undersea pipeline was
I love being a
a
submarine purist.
interesting man.
I love how many people do boat approach now, but I'm like, nah, I'm submarine purist. Look, I appreciate that boat is probably easier for a lot of people, but I'm gonna always do sub. Yes, you can. Boat can typically be about 2 minutes quicker, 1 to 2 minutes quicker. I don't care. Yeah, sub has always been the way I've done it. It's worked all the time. I don't care, you know. Why betray something that's worked for you time and time again, right?
Made it through the uncharted
Why would you
tunnel
betray?
to the den of strung-out militiamen. Good. Things are going according to plan, huh? Now,
Exactly. If it's not
let's see what
broken,
he has for
why
us
would you
in
fix it?
the vault this
Ah, Dean got the quick. He got the answer in quick. You love to see that from Dean. He got the answer in so quick. Watch this. Watch this. I think this will work. I think this will work.
Romeo's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool.
Ah! Bro, just fucking ran right past him. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I had a feeling. I had a feeling you could do that.
Always check
I was watching an old video of mine, and I was like, yeah, I could probably go past that. That's beautiful. You can literally just run right past him if you're smart. I was watching it, and I was like, the way that his vision lines up, I think there's a small window that you can get through. Beautiful. That's beautiful right there. Ah, I'm so happy that worked. I'm so happy that worked. That knocks off like 10 seconds. I mean, you could also just bop him, but nah, that cut off like a good 10 seconds of time for my normal route, which is wait. Usually I wait.
fingerprints.
1, 2.
Out the tool we borrowed from the head of
Yeah.
cybersecurity.
You're too pussy to try that. It is. It's definitely something you gotta be very confident on.
You just have to cycle
1,
something to match the
1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably not worth it. I'll be real. For the extra 10 seconds of saving, it's not worth it. But I just wanted to do it. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
You have done it. Excellent. Now,
I love this game.
next up, the vault.
I love this game so much. This is why I keep playing this game, even though Rockstar hates us. 1795 36, 1795 36, 17
You remember the combination.
95. Shit, was it 36? It was 36, right? Yeah, it was. Nice, easy.
They still have no idea you are there.
We're gonna try the crazy approaches tonight.
They have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need another way out. A new shift of guards just plugged in. Careful out there.
I didn't have to kill him, but I wanted to. Okay, that went really well. That went really fucking well. I love that even after all these years, I'm still finding ways to improve my plan. Even though I've got a really good one down where I'm consistently about 9 minutes on a normal run, the fact is I'm still finding ways to shorten it. I wish I was going to the dot because I would love to compare that to my normal run. Out, see how much time I cut off.
Perfect. We are out of the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they
Hopefully the airport goes well. I hope so.
now get off that island.
Get off that island.
I had to relocate the sub while you were inside. Pinging you the new location now.
What kind of dumbass just stops a car randomly? What kind of idiot does that? He's like, oh, I'm gonna stop here.
Leo has woken up into his nightmare.
He deserves to die. What an idiot. Oh, that went a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bit rough. That's on me. I was being a bit too cocky with it. You know, I should have calmed myself down. Let's not get too carried away. We're not him. Oh shit! Oh, the way that fucking camera just swerved around. Holy shit, it scared me.
Warning. Looks like
Ooh.
he's getting back in his helicopter, just like last time.
That scared the shit out of me. Buddy was like on my ass. I had a swerve. Because we won't be killing anyone here, I can go to the hangar and not get seen. Because the issue is that someone sees the body when I go to the hangar. If I kill someone here, if I have to like get some stuff here. But because I can just get both of the things at the hangar, there's no point in me killing anyone here. The only people I'll kill is the people on the dock who never get seen anyway. Yeah, he can die.
Attack boats in the water. Be careful.
You dropped your laptop, bro, screen, had to delete the touch screen thing, and the device matches back. And you restarted it. I have a laptop with a broken touchscreen, and yeah, I had to do the same thing. I mean, this is. Ooh, I don't like the way that didn't. I don't like the way that hit an invisible wall before I did it. Probably would just be quicker to go back and do it the other way by shooting from behind. To be honest with you, that definitely feels slower. Just purely for the fact that the fact that there's an invisible wall there seems to take a bullet. I'm gonna go around this way. Usually I go the other way, but oh my god, no. Oh, that was risky. I've never gone this way, so I didn't know there's a rock right there. It was registering the cracks as being touched. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah, if you damage the digitize or whatever on it, yeah, that will basically happen. Yeah, at that point, the only thing you can do is if the screen's not physically damaged, it's just disable the touch and just use it normally, which it is annoying if you bought your laptop for touch, which is one of the reasons I still buy laptops over Macs, is because, yeah, I like touchscreens on my laptop. Just because when I'm doing something, it's nice to just tap. On a desktop, never. Would never do that. Laptop, yeah, why not? Speaking of which, of a map, but there was a girl on the bus today, and she was yapping about how she wanted a pink MacBook Neo, and that she was upset that her parents didn't get her one or whatever. I was like, bro, and she was like, I don't want a blue one, I want a pink one. I was like, bro, come on, be happy your parents get you shit. Bro, if my parents bought me a fucking blue MacBook Neo, I'm gonna say thank you. Especially because I would never expect that from them.
I remember I once ran mission at a nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized.
Yeah, fuck people. Bus makes me lose my mind sometimes because of the weird dons on the bus. So ungrateful. Bro, fucking, bro! Taking too long, bro. Taking too long to activate the damn car. My guy usually gets cars on in seconds. My guy was taking ages to start that car. Jesus Christ. You didn't like the touch screen, to be honest with you? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you, as long as you don't care about the touchscreen itself, it's not the end of the world. Like, it will definitely suck, but it definitely is not the worst. But yeah. I do like the touchscreen on mine just because sometimes when I'm doing like stuff where I need to do something quickly, it's fantastic for just quickly tapping stuff, but it's not something that's like vital. In the bus yesterday, there was 4 girls blasting shit music. Bro, it's so bad. I never sit at the back. I only ever sit at the back when I have to, and today was the day I had to because there was so many kids on the bus from, I think it was just like last day of school or something. And, yeah, it was a fucking joke. It was so bad. I hate sitting at the back. Dean always says that he would sit at the back. I'm like, bro, how would you sit at the back with these Donnies? Honestly, these Donnies piss me off. I like sitting here at the front where they don't typically go. One thing I did like is I was on a bus once, Rebecca, and there was these 2 girls on the phones, like, you know, blasting shit music, and some guy was like some, I don't know, he was like middle-aged, like, hello ladies, please turn off your music. No one likes it. And they looked at him with such disgust. Like, how dare this fucking guy say that? That's so funny. They were so angry. They'd play a minute and then they'd skip the song. Yeah, that's always jarring when people do stuff like that on, they're on TikTok or something, or they're on like Spotify and they just switch things all the time. It's so jarring. You hate having to use a cloth or spray to get rid of fingerprints. Fair enough. I'm actually quite surprised. I don't really get fingerprints on my one. I think they used like a special coating on my one, which reduces fingerprints. I mean, it was an expensive laptop. It was like £1,000, which is way more than I'd usually pay for a laptop because I use my desktop dominantly. I only really use a laptop for a few very limited things, but mostly with helping other people, like older people, family members. Oh, I think I've hit, by the way. I think I've hit my goal of 1.5 billion. I think we have done it. Ladies and gents. Ladies and gents. 1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Wow. $1.5 billion. It looks great. It looks amazing. Can I just say, it looks amazing. Oh man, that looks gorgeous. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. Ah, it's so good. The other day, pissed you off on bus. It was stupid warm and the bus was packed. Heard like 10 people complain about the heat and wouldn't open a window though. Nah, bro, you know what? There's a girl that would always get on my bus, right? And it's the same girl, and I know because she has mad attitude. She gets on the bus, she goes through the top floor. I'm at the front, sitting next to my open window. She goes through and closes every other window but mine. And then she goes to this other guy and closes the window, and her friend says to her, and she does this multiple times, by the way, but this time her friend was there, and her friend was like, what about if he didn't want the window shut? So fair play to the friend for being decent. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she asked the guy, like, do you mind? And he was like a simp. He said, no, it's fine. Go ahead. And I know he was sweating. But she never touches my window, ever. She never. Because I give her the fucking disgusting... I always have resting bitch face, right? But I have like a resting anger face. So like when I'm sitting there, I'm just... I just look angry, right? I just look so mad. And she never comes anywhere. Like, she'll walk right past me and close every other window but mine. She'll never touch my window, ever. And she knows, because if she touches that window, I will yank that shit right open and tell her to fuck off. I don't give a shit about any of that. I've had so much with these ratty bastards who come into the bus and think they can control it. So they can fuck off. The bus I was on today, though, bro, mind you, it was like 20-something degrees, had the heating on. Why the fuck is the heating on max when outside is 25+ degrees? I have no idea. But it was boiling. I was on my leg was heating the fuck up. It was horrible. No idea where the bus was on. I don't know. I have no idea why, but felt like it. I guess the driver felt like it. But I had my window open, and so I was calm. You normally look out of it withdrawn. Helps you go unnoticed, you don't mind it. Honestly, it's a good shout. Like being unnoticed is always a good shout if you're around other people that you don't know how they might react or treat you. I'm just so done with people that I just look angry all the time. People just, they like to ignore me. You tripled up sunscreen today, 27 degrees. Bro, have you seen, Dean? It's gonna go like 33 or something before the end of before the bank holiday or the end of the bank holiday or whatever. That's nuts. Like, that's truly nuts. Last time it got so burned, it's genuinely painful. Yeah, you don't want to get burnt, bro. You don't want to get skin cancer as well. That's always the main thing, is skin cancer. I always wear a lot of layers. Even when it's sunny, I always wear a jacket because I'm always concerned about skin cancer. Plus, one of the effects of the medication I'm on means I can't be in the sun because my skin will burn easier. And I'm also more likely to get skin cancer now because my medication reduces my immune system. So skin cancer is more higher. I can have a higher chance of skin cancer because my immune system won't be able to kill off the cancer cells as much. So, yeah, that's fun. So I can't be in the sun anyway now. So I have to, I wear like so many layers. So my face and my hands are always like nice and brown by the end of the summer. And then the rest of my body I got like mad tan lines. Basically, my entire body is pale as shit except for my hands and my face, which are like brown. That's basically how I look. I actually see it's 32 on Monday. Still, 32 is nice. Like really hot. Real fucking hot. Some place apparently can go up to 36, which is ridiculous. Yo, I got the vehicle! What did I get? What is this? Oh, I already have one of these. I already have one of these.
Congratulations to our player at the Lucky Wheel who just won a luxury car.
I'm not angry, I'm just fucking disappointed, man. You're gonna give me that shit? Don't send me that text message, Tom Connors. I don't want this car. It's shit. I would have taken the money over this. What am I going to do with another car that I'm never going to drive, huh? Especially because I don't want to spend my money now that I've hit 1.5 bill. Well, we got to keep grinding though. We got to get to 2 bill now. 2 bill is my ultimate goal. AF better watch out. Yeah, you better. How much longer you been? I'll be on for probably another hour or so. Still got more to grind. I could have converted my chips. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I could have, yeah. But I like having chips. I like being rich. Not only can I say to people that I'm a billionaire, I can also say to people I have more chips than you. Like, I get to say to people I'm richer than you in 2 ways. I'm richer than you in chips and in money. I mean, that's great. That's a great feeling. That's a wonderful feeling. Especially because I won't be able to do that in GTA 6, because I won't have the time or the energy probably to do that in 6. So especially because I also don't want to grind as much in 6. I want to, at least at the beginning, I want to have fun and do LTSs and stuff. Honestly, if Rockstar had good events on, you would never catch me grinding. I'll tell you this now. I'll tell you this now. Like, no joke. If Rockstar gave Arena Wars, if they put on, LTSs, I would not be touching grind ever. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. I would spend every moment on this game on stream playing fun modes if I had the choice. It's just because Rockstar gives a shit every time. So, that's it. But I'll tell you this now, with GTA 6, yeah, 100%. With GTA 6, I will 100% with GTA 6 be spending the majority of my time doing LTSs, even death matches, even fucking death matches and stuff. Team death matches, not normal death matches. I hope Rockstar remakes that old Western map that me and Dean loved. That was a great map, one of my favorite maps in the game. Really, really, really fun experience. I would love to see that be remade in GTA 6. Yeah, 100% would love to do that. Millionaire and chips is wild. Yeah, bro, I want to get... Well, I wanted at one point to get to 100 million in chips, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's fucking ridiculous.
All right, Swiss choice. Now, if we're going after this one,
You
we're
woke
gonna
up at
be
2
taking
p.m.
you
because you
to
shut off your
Pony
phone so you can attempt another all-night when home is
These are
fixed.
stashed away on
That's
sub,
the
so we can use the same plan as
old
before.
fix
And
that,
wait
you know,
for
that's kind of
it. This is
the
the guy
false
who makes
fix
such a
in a
big
way,
deal
because
of
like,
that
yeah,
episode
you
of
stay
I'm
up
Rich the
hoping
other
you'll
week,
fix
where they
it,
did
and then
another
in the
tour of
end
this
you end
Vinewood
up
mansion.
you
You know,
you think
with
it's
the
gonna
coffee
fix it, and
chauffeur,
then
used
you
to
end up
turn
doing
me
it
so
again, and then
into
you
it,
end up
trust me.
yeah, rinse and repeat. You gotta be up for work in 4.5 hours, bro. You need to go to bed. You need to go to bed, bro. You need to get some sleep in. 4.5 hours is crazy. Not that I can speak. Not yeah. To be fair, I can't speak on that. To be fair, the fuck? Wait, is that not solid? Oh my. I never knew this one wasn't solid. Oh my god. I love that I've only just realized this after 13 years that this pylon isn't solid. What the fuck? All the other ones are. And then this is solid, so that's really weird. You need family members to help you wake you up. Yeah. I used to be a real deep sleeper. I still am. I still have a lot of alarms, but I used to be even more of a deep sleeper back in the day. But I'm definitely a lighter sleeper now. But I still take multiple alarms. Or end up falling asleep at 6 p.m. after staying up all night to fix it. Yeah, and then you fuck it even worse. 100%. Yeah. There's so many ways you can make it worse. It's so annoying. Sleep is so annoying. I wish you could just say, right, I want to go to sleep now, and then I want to wake up now, and it'll be done. Why have we not evolved to do that? Why have we not evolved to say, yep, I'm going to sleep now, and I'm going to wake up now? Done. I love that you get hit with pillows, though, Dean. I love that. Could you hit him? Jesus God. You set of yours for 4 hours straight, yeah. Nah, Rebecca never understands that. Rebecca's always like, how do you set so many alarms? I'm like, because like, bro, I never... I don't know, like, yeah, I have to have lots of alarms. It's just how I'm built. Rebecca's a really light sleeper in comparison. She'll wake up really easily. You've been kicked out of bed for snoring too much. Well, you might want to get that looked at, you know, because snoring is usually can be a sign of sleep apnea, which can be quite bad for your health long term. Increased risks of strokes, heart attacks, all sorts. Die, you fucking asshole! Huntington's hurt! Huntington's hurt! Huntington's hurt! It's a curse of waking up and then turn them off and then waking up up to next ends loop. Yep. That it is. I like that a lot of us can relate in our sleeping. You don't snore much that you know of, you can't fake doing it. Honestly, good. If you don't snore, that's great. Because yeah, it usually indicates a blocked breathing. And that's not good, because yeah. If you have like, yeah, you might, you know, a lot, it doesn't mean that necessarily having snoring means that you have sleep apnea and all that, but it can be something like that, and that can be really bad long term, because fuck me. Yeah, that shit can kill you long term. My one of my grandfather used to snore really loudly whenever I'd see him, and Yeah, that did not help his health, that's for sure. You sleep with your eyes open. What the fuck?
I'll send over your mechanic's current location. That thing is too hot to have back at the scrapyard, so he's gonna hold it for us until it's time to rock.
Bro, that's crazy. Oh my god, of course it's that side. That's crazy that you sleep with your... You can, at least. Sometimes. Oh yeah, just sometimes, you know, just casually sometimes. Yeah, just casually mention, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I sometimes sleep, just sometimes, with my eyes open. Crazy. I always get like, whenever I wake up, I always have this like moment of kind of sadness, where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back in the real world now. Like life will be so good in the dream. Everything's sorted, money's good, you know, house, car. Well, not a car for me, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, life is sorted, right? Life is good. And then you wake up and you're like, back to the grind. Yeah, I hate it. I miss it. I miss my dreams. Your great-grandmother's 76 now, you haven't seen her in a while, but when you stepped over her place, she snored loud. Imagine what she's sleep like now. If she snored back then, jeez. I hate doing these missions. These missions drive me nuts, but I gotta do them. I'm never doing one of these again after this. I'll tell you that now. Once I've done it, I'm never doing it again. Once I've got that career thing done. I'll probably stream until the end of this mission, I think. So I'm getting pretty tired. So yeah, I'll probably stream until the end of this mission and call it. Unless if I get that second burst of energy, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It might just be this mission, to be honest with you. This mission, I hate these missions, so it could just be that. It could just be that kind of leaving, kind of tricking my brain. They're in on 19.5 with nothing to show for it. If you don't get an interview soon, you'll crash out. Honestly, I try not to be too hard on yourself. 19.5 is nothing. Like, I know it seems like it's a big number and, like, you know, you're an adult and all this stuff, but I'm gonna be real. Most adults don't get their shit together until much older. Especially in this day and age. You know? This day and age it's a very different day and age to the old day and age where, you know, a lot of people were out at 18 and they already had, like, an apartment in one, you know, like 6 months. Nah, it's a very different life now.
Listen.
19 is just getting started, honestly. I remember when Dean was 19 when he first came here. And 19's like, you know, nothing when you think about it. Like, a lot can change in just a few years. Yeah, still a kid. Like, honestly, when I look at people under the age of 25 now, I just go, yeah, they're still kids at the end of the day. Like, they're still so young. Who the hell is this Donnie on the roof? Who is this? Sorry, mate. Carry that guy away. Those people have been driving since before they started puberty, so you wonder if people seeing your age on applications with so little experience of references is way for them to write you off. I mean, honestly, at this point, I just think that the job market is so shit that, honestly, like, you could have all of that. I mean, I'm seeing people with degrees. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people with degrees. Good degrees. Not getting jobs here now. Like... We're talking people with really good degrees from good universities, and they're getting shit. I think it's just the way it is. It's so difficult. I mean, it is really just getting that lucky break. Like, one day you get that lucky break, and then you work with it. You know, you get that lucky break, and then you run with that. It's just getting that first lucky break. Obviously, if you have very little options in terms of jobs there, it sucks. Like, if you live somewhere where there's lots of jobs, like a large town or city, yeah, it's not so bad because you have lots more options, but it sucks if you live somewhere there's none of that and you're having to really struggle for the few jobs available. Yeah, it's shit. It makes you feel worse. But I think the key thing is just remembering that, like, you're not the only one. You know, you're all up shit creek without a paddle, basically. Like, every young person now, even people with good qualifications and good experience, are still up the same shitty creek. You know, they're all struggling. You know, you're not alone in it. You're not the only one. You're not the only person that's struggling at the moment. You know, it's an epidemic of it. And all you can do is just do your best, apply when you can, do your best in interviews, you know, create the best resumes you can do for each job, you know, do the best you can in interviews if you get them, and just learn from each one. And if, you know, if it does suck if you don't get it, but that's all you can do. You can't really magic it up out of the blue. You speak some basic Spanish, did lots of physical labor for agriculture and a few jobs you've had. But that's still, you know, that's all you can do, yeah. That's all you can do. But that's still something. That's still more than some people out there will have. There'll be Donnies out there with no Spanish knowledge, you know, done very little in terms of physical labor and have had no jobs. And yet, you know, so, you know, it's just shit. It's just really shit, but that's all you can do is keep trying. It's quite common now for people over here near me where I live. I mean, I've known loads of people that have put in hundreds of CVs. They've been applying hundreds of jobs, and nothing, no luck. It can be really tough. Killing his competition to get it. I mean, that's only a way of doing it. The only thing I think is really sad is it's quite demoralizing now, especially the way that a lot of these employers will ghost you now rather than just say, hey, look, sorry, we picked someone else. Like, I'd rather someone just say, even if it's just a text message or an email, someone says, hey, you know, if it was AI made at this point, I'd be like, you know, cool, at least they bothered. Whereas so many employers will not bother to do shit. They won't even give you, like, the decency of a message. Just the decency of saying, hey, look, sorry, we put with someone else. Cool, no worries. Yeah, I think ghosting is the most jarring thing for me when it comes to things like that. I think it's also worse. You know, it's one thing if you're looking for a job but you've got some financial security because you've got some savings or stuff. It's another thing when you're looking for a job when you've got no money. That's the worst part. when you've got little or no money, because then you're stuck in a situation where you know you could get out of it if you could just only get the job. But you can't get the job, so you're stuck in this. That sucks so bad. Honestly, jobs suck though. I would 100%. I'm begging I win the lottery, yeah? I keep hoping one day I'll win it. I know I won't. You got very little odds. You got more chance of being struck by lightning twice, but I keep hoping, I keep praying that maybe I'll just get lucky, you know? Get me some of that GTA luck and give it to me in real life, yeah? Get myself that Euro Millions, yeah? You'll know if I win Euro Millions, because I'll probably have like a 2-week holiday. Nowhere fancy, just down to the coast. I'm not greedy. They let you cut down our food stamps because you didn't have a job. Yeah, that's so stupid. Yeah, Lewis, I do. not by choice. Not by choice. Not by something I would want to do. But unfortunately, to pay the bills, you have to do it. But trust me, I would love to. I would love to not have to. I fucking hate it. Soul destroying. What does I do? Systems admin. But honestly, I'm worried because AI is getting so problematic. I'm seeing a lot of job losses. I'm seeing a lot of people being let go, and I'm very concerned. I am genuinely very concerned. Yeah, it worries me a lot actually. That my everything that I've like learned, studied for, is all becoming useless. It sucks. It really sucks because it's like, you know, what am I supposed to do then? I'm gonna have to study for something else. I mean, not that I hate tech. I mean, partly because of AI, but you know, I don't know. Like it's a concern. It's a concern. Everything that I've put in could just be gone, literally. All because of this. Hopefully, I don't start emphasizing with the protagonist. Honestly, I just emphasize with whichever movie talks about greedy rich capitalists ruining the world so that they can have another $1 billion and another yacht. Yeah. Do you do that from home or do you go in for work? A bit of both. Depends on the day. You can do a lot of it from home now. It's quite flexible when you think about it. You can do a lot of it from home. There are sometimes you need to be in person though. If you need to do, you know, if you have to, you know, deal with, because you can remote in a lot of things. You can remote in nowadays. It just depends what you need to do. Some things you need to be on deck, I suppose you could say. Some people in the industry, some will actually travel. They'll go around, you know, they'll go to different sites and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's not really for me. I don't like traveling. Obviously I don't drive, so that's limiting, and I don't like traveling. I don't like visiting other sites. So no, I typically I don't typically do that. So yeah, no, it's a bit of both really. So it's quite flexible. It's flexible compared to the alternative, I suppose. You know. There's other, you know, there's a lot less flexible things out there. But it's pretty nice. It's okay. It's not like an amazing role. Like that's the thing. It's like people always assume tech is really well paying, and it used to be. Like back in the day, like let's say pre-COVID, entry level support tier. We're talking like, you know, we're talking about like low support, low end support, entry level IT job, 24 grand, right? That was back when minimum wage was closer to 17 grand. So it was considerably more than minimum wage, you know, entry-level tech. Now, entry-level, 24 grand. Basically minimum wage. You know? So, and that's just, I mean, obviously, system admin does pay more, typically. But you're never gonna, you know. But it's not like the American system admins in America get paid insane money. Over here in the UK, way less. You know, you're looking about 30 to 50,000 depending on your level, your experience, and where you're working, both location-wise and also which company you work with. About 30 to 50,000. I very rarely see people with more than that now, unless if you're someone who's got experience in other fields. You know, I know that there's definitely a lot out there now with knowledge in other fields that will double up. But yeah, no, a lot. It's not actually as well paid as people think, and especially when you consider, like, you know, London/Southern prices of living. It's not something. It's just, you know, it's not like, oh yeah, you know, you're making good money. Like somewhere in Scotland, yeah, 50 grand, probably a lot of money, other than maybe Edinburgh. Not like that, you know, not down here, bro. 50 grand don't pay you shit. Don't give you shit in London. So yeah, it's not it's okay. It's not something I would want to do forever, but it's not like, yeah, I don't think it will be something forever with the way it is. Honestly, I can see a very near future. I can see a very, very near future where, yeah, that's not going to work out. I can see it. It's getting very precarious. These clowns at the top think that AI can do our jobs better. And I tell you this now. It's great until suddenly something goes wrong and it's all hands on deck. And I'll tell you this now. When the AI can't do it, and their systems are all fucked, and everything needs to be completely, not just a simple reboot, or it has to all be redone from scratch. Oh, guess what? They fucking lose their minds, and that's the perfect time you give them. If you have been let go, one of the things I've been seeing a lot of people doing is that they will actually contract themselves back to the company at a very high rate when inevitably it goes to shit. When inevitably it goes down and suddenly they don't know how to fix it and they can't fix it, suddenly they're very willing to pay very large amounts of money. You know, we're talking potentially hundreds of pounds an hour. Very quickly, they're willing to pay huge sums of money to get it fixed. Why they weren't valuing the team, the IT team beforehand, I don't know. Why you would value your systems admin at 30 to 50 grand a year, but then when it all goes to shit, you're willing to pay them 250 an hour? Yeah. Maybe you should have been paying that beforehand instead of trying to cut their wages and then replace them with AI. But yeah, fuck them. So yeah, remote work is good though. Remote work is, you have to be disciplined though. That's the hardest thing about remote work. You have to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you will struggle. You have to be so locked in. You got to be like, well, this is the start of the work time. You got to lock in. And yeah, it's difficult. It's not an easy thing. People always assume it's like you just kind of sit around doing fuck all. No, trust me, it's a lot more than that. But it's a discipline. It's a discipline. If you're not disciplined, you can easily find yourself getting distracted and then nothing gets done. But it depends on how flexible it is. Sometimes remote work can be very flexible if it's not like time sensitive. If it's time sensitive, yes. But if it's just something that can be done at any point, you could even log in late. You could even do something like, you could start working at 3, finish at like 9. Depends on the company. And what flexible hours. But some people do that as well. Some people will do shifts that are quite out of, you know, that aren't like when they would usually do it, purely because they can do it, because the stuff they need to do doesn't need to be done at certain times. So they'll stay up late and then they'll do it later, or vice versa. Some people like to do it very early. Some people like to get cracked on 4 a.m. and finish by, you know, let's say 2ish. So yeah, no, it depends on your own person, but it is bleak. You feel bad for technical writers and people with jobs like that, because those higher ups must assume the flowery language is something machine can do. Yeah, that's exactly it. These people genuinely do not understand what it is when you're in the trenches. They never have. This is why they overwork and they shit over the people in the trenches, because they don't understand the work. And if they don't understand the work, how can they be expected to know what is valuable and what's not?
Look, I'm not saying Tony McTony has good taste, but he's good at copying people who have good taste, you know? And trust me, everyone who knows what's up wants
Maybe I should have, you know, back in the day, instead of doing this for free, maybe I should have sold out really grinded it, you know, really abused the algorithms to get as many views as possible, you know, been obnoxious as shit, you know, really did all the stupid shit to get views, and then I could have become a permanent streamer, you know. I could have had the stupid faces on the videos and all that, got the camera on, got my tits out for the camera and all that, you know, sold my fucking feet pics. You know, I could have done all that. Maybe I could have been a full-time content creator instead, yeah? Instead of that, yeah, maybe? Nah. Something to consider, but nah. Instead, I just stream for the fun of it. But sometimes I do think to myself, maybe I should have sold out. Maybe I should have been that person. Sold out, sold myself for a couple pieces of silver. Got a good, you know, made a little bit of money. Assuming I did well, of course, you know, there's no guarantees, but make a little bit of money and then not have to worry about it. Sounds like most bosses, your old boss used to show you work until we were in the trenches and you had to jump in. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Once they jump in, they realize, oh shit, this is bad and this is hard. But then you know what the fucking annoying thing is? They get out of the trenches and within a week they've forgotten. And it's like, well, what do you mean you've forgotten? You literally saw what it was like. What do you mean? No, it's okay. It's all good. What do you mean? You saw it? Nah, it's stupid. It is shit. But that's life, I guess. The shitty people usually get promoted. The kiss asses and the people that are willing to sell out their co-workers for a bit of extra money, they're the ones who get promoted most of the time. And so it ends up just being shit people all the way to the top. The good, nice people get taken advantage of and then they get forgotten.
Are we really about to go to the bottom of the ocean and sneak onto a heavily guarded submarine all to
You seen little brother watching scenes from Marvel movies, interviews and shit on the living room TV, and you feel sad that he wasn't at his peak. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is very true. It was a glorious time. Don't take the complaints from Star seriously because they don't have to explain. Yeah, exactly. They never do. They never. And it always is like when everything boils over and everyone's so pissed, and then people get a bit angry and say, "Well, this is fucked." Then they go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Why is everyone so angry? Why is it? What's wrong? Why?" And you say, "Well, this is what the problem is." And they go, "Oh, well, you never told me. I never knew about that. No one ever told me." And you're like, "Yes, we did. We told you." And they're like, "No, I don't remember that." And then you're like, well, this is what we told you. And then they say, well, okay, we'll solve this. And how about we have, or we order pizza and we all have some pizza and you know, call it a day, be friends again. And then you get a bit of pizza. It's usually they never order enough, and they order the most basic fucking pizzas too.
remember to activate that sweet
They never order anything exciting. It's always the same thing. One pepperoni, one cheese. Almost always to a fucking T. One pepperoni, one cheese. Maybe some wedges if you're lucky. And then it's all forgotten about and it happens again. I'm wanting to get a job. Nah, I think it's just very much like it's just something you need to do. And I know that like the jobs, like we've talked before about the type of job that, you know, being in like directing and that kind of thing. That's the kind of job, right? The ultimate goal is here, but you know, yeah, you got to do any job, I guess, until then. But yeah, like being writing your own stuff and directing, that's the ultimate goal. But that's so far away because of how hard life is and how hard it is to get there. You should never give up. You should always fight for it. But fuck me, it's a fight. Fuck me, it's a fight. Fight for your dreams. I didn't fight for my dreams, and I regret it. And then actually at the same time I don't regret it because I know that I think that like if I'd formed, I don't think I'd have been much happier with my dreams, to be fair, because my dreams, I never really had like creative dreams. Like I think having a creative dream, being creative is a lot more exciting when it comes to dreams because it means you can create something that you can share the world. Whereas I've never been a creative person. I've always been very, I'm not a creative person in the slightest. And the only thing I'm good for with creative is just yapping on stream about random shit, clearly. But I've never been a creative person, so I've never had that kind of dream. But I've always noticed with people who are very creative, they always have a dream and they wanna. And I always say like, fight for that dream, because fuck me, it means something. You know, it's like with James Cameron. You know, people always shit on him for doing the Avatar films, and I'm like, bro, look, that's his dream. That's his like fucking dream series right there. He's always wanted to do them, and he couldn't do them because of the technology and the money and all that. Let that man make his dream. He's getting old. He doesn't, you know, who knows how many years he's got left. Let this man have his fucking dream. All right? Let this man have his fucking dream. Let him make the films he always wanted to make. They make money.
You in? Oh, fuck yeah! Let's fuck up their Navi.
Yeah, that guy just somehow knew I was aiming at him. Okay.
Head to the engine room. It might be sealed up, but good thing we got a cutting
Cool.
torch.
Yeah, working in the arts as Americans is very rough. Surprisingly, actually, working in the arts in the UK is actually a lot easier than I would have thought. The UK's got a massive amount of film industry in it now. So actually, UK's not so bad for people to get into it. A lot of options here, surprisingly.
Get me out of here!
I imagine America is very focused in California. And considering California is bigger
Power!
than the UK, size-wise, you know, it's like you have to be in that specific location. You got to be basically in like LA, whereas in the UK, at least, you know, the country's not too big, so you can travel down on the train and stuff to your to the work site. If you don't live literally right in LA, you're fucked.
Thinking, how are we gonna get out of here if we can't drive this thing? That's why we're capping the head security next. He's got the
fuck is
control
there?
codes we need to make sure we can make a break for it once we secure the car. Sending you a pic of this goon now.
Yeah, it's a hard dream, but keep going on it.
Get in cover! My partner's down! Get down!
That's why I think it's so many of these like dons in media. They're like people that they're basically nepo, like babies. A lot of them, they knew, you know, they were born to the right people, they're related to the right people, and it really helps them get a good leg up.
My buddy's been shot! Drop help!
It's quite sad, really.
You fucking idiot!
I mean, look, to be fair, a lot of stuff is nepo in this world, like,
Drop the fucking
but
weapon!
I think yeah, arts is very nepo orientated.
You piece of shit!
Just being related to the right person means that you get so many more opportunities. Even if your work is shit,
Closed over, asshole!
people don't care.
My partner got hit! You kidding? Ah! We lost Trey!
That's literally the most JB-esque move right there. Like that legit is JB right there. I shot this guy and he just stood there. He shot me once and then just stood there and watched me kill him. That's like the most JB fucking thing I've ever seen. You love the Arnold sounding dude. Yeah, he's great.
You fucking idiot!
Rockstar does some great things sometimes. I love that they include things like that.
Head to the helm once you get the codes. Just enter them into the console and you'll have control.
You piece of shit! On the floor! Ah! Total shit! Oh, guys, drop the fire up now! Find some cover. Got to safety.
This bit's always a bit of a worry. I'm gonna sticky bomb this bastard because I know he's in there.
You fucking idiot!
Yeah, let me go downstairs because I'll blow myself up again like I did last time. Ah, ha, 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 ha. That's what you get. That's what you get. There you go, a couple. Oh god, that's bad.
I gotta reload.
I wonder what the first person's gonna be like in GTA 6. Imagine they remove first person. I'd actually cry. I love the aimbot in this game. Look how they know I'm here. Ah. Imagine if you could sync this up on the inside. That'd be pretty cool. I'd always love stuff like that, but unfortunately the way that the games are built, I don't think it'd really be possible. But I do dream about games where you could, you know, the stuff you do on inside the vehicle could cause the outside to rip apart. That'd be fun. I've always thought like voxels would be really good, like really small, tiny little voxels that kind of make up, like that's the ultimate goal I think of video games would be to have, like to kind of emulate the atoms. I know some games do stuff like that, like that game where you destroy buildings is quite cool like that, but yeah, like games where you can kind of replicate like atoms, but it's like at a larger scale. Everything's made up of like little atoms that you can destroy. But long time away, massive processing requirements to do that in a large scale game. Your friend's a big Valve fanatic. Source 2 engine. Oh yeah, I remember when they released Source 2.
Okay, but look, we don't have a lot of time. The cops will be there any second because of the crash. Activate the landing pad and get the car.
Hey Valve, could you release Half-Life 3, please? I love that there was all these rumors that Half-Life 3 would come out or would be announced early this year, and we're still not hearing anything about it. If it ever does happen, it'll be a absolute like madness. I can't believe I did all this work for this piece of shit. I love the Hustler, but it's only worth like 200 grand. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I probably will call it after this, you know. 320. Yeah, I'll probably call it. I'm happy with it. I've hit my 1.5. I've done 3 hours of stream. I'm pretty happy. I wasn't planning on doing 3 hours. I was planning to do about 2 hours. So the fact I've stayed for an extra hour without even realizing, it hasn't felt like an extra hour. I'll be real. It's weird how resilient and frail the human body is at the same time. Shit. Reverse, 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 reverse. Yeah, it's all about frail at the same time. This thing's resilient, but it's also frail as well. Headshots, I love in games how headshots are pretty much like always an insta-kill. Whereas like body shots, you have to do so many. In real life, you could shoot someone with a body shot and they're dead. I really would like to see a GTA game with like more, like I did like that about Red Dead, where like if you got shot by a rifle, you pretty much were dead, even if it was in the body. I like that. If you had like the springy or the rolly or the bolty, yeah, if you hit, or you know, the Kakano or whatever, if you hit anyone with those weapons, they were dead. But if you hit someone with like a weaker bullet, yeah, it would usually take a 2 or 3. I thought Red Dead did a great job actually with the balancing on the weapons. Probably one of the way better than GTA 5. I do wonder though if GTA 6 will be more realistic in the sense that guns. I would love to see it that guns have less ammo, but they're more deadly. That's what I would like to see. Although I say that, whereas I would design levels to have where you can take more damage, just purely for the, because like sometimes games you die too quick. Like when you're PvPing, it sucks that you die instantly. So actually in PvP, I would prefer higher health and damage, like lower damage, higher health, just so that there's a kind of a more of a kind of element of being able to move around, more like Fortnite, I suppose. Whereas when it's PvE, I prefer to have more deadly weapons, so that you know you can do those less ammo, more deadly weapons. But yeah, PvP I prefer to have a slower, more health, but so you have more chance to make mistakes, because in GTA Online and stuff like that, you could make one little mistake and you're dead. That's it. You pop your head out for a second too long, dead. And it kind of sucks when it comes to PvP. Oh yeah, I saw that they're doing a mini-series, yeah. Yeah, I don't care either, to be honest with you. I couldn't give a shit about boy stuff now they fucked the ending. They used to take the piss out of the MCU, now they're doing the same thing. They became the very thing they took the piss out of. It's only issue with this car, the wheels stick out so much. Oh yeah, the Stranger Things anime thing where there's a character that no one like has ever seen before, who somehow takes place, who's somehow there for only one summer. No one knows who they are. Everyone's forgotten about them by the next summer. Yeah, really, really good character, that. Really good storyline. I will not be watching, partly because I'm not subbing to Netflix ever again. Netflix is never getting a sub again. Disney Plus is getting a sub once in a very rare... Basically when there's something I care about. In other words, Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Pretty much that. That's pretty much it. Maybe Ahsoka, although I heard that's been delayed. If they ever do Acolyte Season 2, please, or like... Even if they don't do Acolyte Season 2, have a Darth Plagueis show. Please, like Darth Plagueis with the Don, the stranger, with the cool helmet and the lightsabers. I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Amir or whatever his name is. Love that Don. Really, really cool guy. 100% watch that show. Please, Disney. Cancel Mandalorian and do that instead, please. Thank you. I want to see Darth Plagueis meet Palpatine. Maybe Palpatine kills him. Maybe that's why. Maybe Palpatine kills Kimir or whatever the fuck his name is. Maybe Palpatine kills him, and that's why he's not around anymore. Maybe Palpatine. Well, I guess he'd be old, but yeah, maybe Palpatine kills him as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Palpatine seems to have killed a lot of people. Franchise is so intimidating when it's not just movies. Yeah, it does become a lot more to keep up with. The problem is as well, so if you start pumping out TV shows non-stop, like an occasional TV show I think could work, but I just think that if you pump out tons and tons and tons of TV shows, people kind of just don't keep up with it. Alright, let's get this sold and I'm calling it. My next time that aches, I want to sit back and relax and get back on the bot and get back on making the roulette command. If I'm lucky, if I have a good night, the roulette command may be ready tomorrow. We'll see, no promises on that. It might be ready tomorrow, so I would love to have it ready for tomorrow's stream. Saturday stream as well, so I'm all alone. I'm having a good time. I got a Domino's I'm gonna get a Domino's tomorrow. All my family members are away at a barbecue that I was not invited to, but I would have said no to going anyway. Beautiful. It's glorious. It's a glorious, glorious day. So I will enjoy it. And I will actually have a good time. Why are you happy Mission Impossible's done? What, has he said it's actually done, or is that just like at the moment? Because with Tom Cruise, you never know. I swear I've heard they're doing a like a Top Gun 3 as well. With that Don, honestly, anything's possible. This Don will be 90 years old, he'll still be doing stunts. Whatever Scientology fucking voodoo magic they got, honestly, crazy. Maybe they got the spaghetti monster alien technology. Alright. I have made a lot of money tonight. I went up about 5 million tonight. I actually made a lot of money, holy shit. I went up a lot of money, wow. That's crazy. He'll probably die in a movie set, probably. I think that he wouldn't want to go any other way, I don't think. I think Tom Cruise, if he has to go out, it'll be on a movie set. That's probably where he'll be happiest to die. That's his thing. Weird. He's a weird-ass Don, but you know what? He's a great action star. You know, he's like one of the last of the true action stars in cinema. For me, anyway. This Don won't want to die anywhere else. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Oh, right. So, the plan is for tomorrow, I should be... Oh, yeah, Clint Eastwood too. Yeah, he's still around. The plan for tomorrow should be I will hopefully be on. No guarantee, but I would like to be on. It depends how I feel, of course, how my head's feeling, but I would like to be on tomorrow. Oh, they got a Rakai or Rakai or whatever his name is emote now on Fortnite. Yeah, I'm definitely deleting that game. So that's the plan. No guarantees, but that's the plan. I hope to get the roulette done. I'll see if I can get it done in the next couple of hours. And then if it is done, I'll test it tomorrow. That's the plan. Shame Lewis hasn't overtaken Brassy just yet, but it'll be soon. It'll be really, really soon. Couple more hours. Couple more hours. Lewis will do it, and Brassy will be gone out of the top 10 forever. Although he'll technically still be in top 10 because I don't count myself, but other than that, yeah, he'll be out. That's nice. Alright, have a good one, everyone. Blob Bess. Everyone, have a good one. Take care. Genuine moron. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Alright. God bless everyone. Take care. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Bye.